Low key, niggas hating cause they don't want no beef. Stay gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.
She got a coochie so tight and clean, with a grip so mean, it'll snap your pain. That kitty don't purr, it bites and it screams, got me sweating through sheets and seeing my dreams. It's wetter than a creek in a hurricane, hotter than a stovetop cooking propane. Every time she clenches, I about go insane. She'll drain my soul through my goddamn vein. Her pussy brings life, it rewires my brain, like touching a socket in the pouring rain. It grips, it pulls, it sucks me dry, got me cussing, praying, damn near cry, like a lasso rope on a rodeo steer. Once it locks on, I ain't getting clear. It shocks my heart, it fries my brain, like moonshine burning through my veins. That coochie got power I can't explain, like touching a socket in the pouring rain. She rides me hard like a buck and steer. Neighbors pound the walls, but I can't hear. Boots fly off and my hat hits the floor. When that grip locks tight, I come begging for more. She don't need lube, don't need foreplay. That coochie got torque like a Chevrolet, bites down hard like a pit bull's teeth. Got me seeing stars and I can't find relief. It grips, it pulls, it sucks me dry, got me cussing, praying, damn near cry, like a lasso rope on a rodeo steer. Once it locks on, I ain't getting clear. It shocks my heart, it fries my brain, like moonshine burning through my veins. That coochie got power I can't explain, like touching a socket in the pouring rain. Doctor said, son, you're losing weight. That girl's coochie got you chewed up, bait. I said, Doc, I'll die with a smile on my face, cause that grip's God's gift to the human race. It grips, it pulls, it sucks me dry, got me shouting Jesus to the sky, like a lasso rope on a rodeo steer. Once it grabs hold, I'm stuck right here. It shocks my heart, it fries my brain, like moonshine burning through my veins. That coochie got power I can't explain, like touching a socket in the pouring rain.
I'm take a hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. This make a man about it. This is called Tell Another Dude.
If you handle your business right, I'ma promote your ass. You bitch out and try to kite, I'ma come smoke your ass. The shit that I'm giving you, they drawing blood to get. The fix be running through because they love the shit. So don't come with that, no one wouldn't buy it. The shit was cool. Niggas try to rob me, nobody was coming through. Snitches, I can't have that. Bitches, I can't have that. Riches, you can have that. Just bring me my cash back. Look, it's all gravy with me, go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me, you're big time. All I want is the G's with a trunk full of keys. A Benz on 20s, you got something you can lend me. Shit, boys ain't doing nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, yeah. Leave a hater stranded like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering. Flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They stop, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some say it's numerary. Partners in vocifering. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me. But nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Play, I wanna deal with this Christ. I'ma put it open in this life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy so wise, you scared. If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then I'ma be thugging mine a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging mine a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Ask some boy about me. Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gon' get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange or his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out you. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reeboks strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of keys, and I done flipped that 2 times. I know I'm in a drought, and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OD. Until then I'ma be thugging on the project. Fucking that fire with the ghetto shit.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Boy, YouTube has been on fire. It just starting out with the J4K calamities. There's about 3 fires going on over there. I think Mr. Wonder involved in 2 of them. But the situation between her and John Frank has gotten nasty. I was listening to both of their lives yesterday, and I was going to review it, but I'm too opinionated, and I heard shit that both of them said that would cause me to give my opinion. So I'm just not going to review it at all. I'll just say it done got nasty. I ain't expected from them two. Moving on, Mary Ann did a response. Lennon went live yesterday, and he did a state of the address or whatever you want to call it. It ended up being 6 hours. I had no idea. I was going to listen to most of it because after he did his initial thing, he was reading comments and stuff. And I was with Lennon. I was proud of Lennon until Lennon tried to lie and act like the store where she, like the day she came up and she was hollering and yelling at him, he tried to act like he had that shit planned out like there was a play. Boy, stop. You was bewildered like a motherfucker. You was embarrassed. That wasn't no strategic play. It wasn't no PR move. Nigga, you got caught with your pants down. Stop it. So I was with you. I was with you until I heard that part. I was like, this nigga here. And what's funny is when he started saying that, he was telling her to be humble and about letting fame and shit get to his head. And then he had acknowledged that last night was his record for live chat. I think it was like almost 4,000 people in there. And so yeah, he got the big head for a little minute in there. And I was like, you lying there, boy, nigga. That what you did was not calculated to plan, nigga, because you was giving this bitch all excuses in the world. Like, if that was PR, then you too, sir, are a liar. You can't have it both ways, because you sat there and told your audience after she left. Now, if you already knew she was lying and what you did was a PR move to see what she was going to do next, you're a liar, because you told your audience you believed that Mary Ann got a settlement check. Didn't nobody ask you for that goddamn lie. You could have ignored the question and said no. But if you said you believe you said you believed it, you tried to give her excuses of somebody getting a home loan and paying it off, and you also said you believe she was going to produce the documents. So if there was a PR move, you're a liar too. You just can't have it both ways. That's why niggas you got to stop talking so goddamn much. But yes, he did a great. Other than that, I was proud of him. It's 6 hours long. We're gonna listen to just the State of the Union, because shortly after that, Mary Ann thought the YouTube streets was quiet, and so she did an upload. It's the weirdest shit in the world. She did an upload where she said she was providing receipts. And this bitch talked for an hour and 10 minutes and didn't show one motherfucking receipt. I normally don't even listen to the videos before I watched, but Lennon was a must-see. And then I was on Ram Rock TV channel last night, so I heard them reviewing some of what Mary Ann had to say, and I said, I don't believe this bitch. I don't believe him. All right, we're going to listen to Lennon first, and then we're going to get over to Mary Ann. Hold on. It was 6 hours. Here, he did a 6 hour legit. Lennon, I don't know. How the hell do you be? Well, I never mind. I was about to, I can understand how it gets bogged, because even if you pin it, yeah, you still gotta, it be so many, you gotta scroll the page up. I never mind. All right. Lennon's response to the scandal.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Lennon Honor, and I'm here to address the issue of Mary Ann Lauren and the alleged settlement check that she asked me to share on my platform on September 29th, 2025. Here's a screenshot.
Are you going to show the flash of the check, or you not?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask you. Is it okay to show?
Nah, just from this clip.
Here's a screenshot.
Are you going to
just from this clip, Lennon was playing with his dog. He wasn't studying that goddamn check. He had forgot about the check. And then Mary Ann said, are you going to show the check? So that's why I said she actually prompted him to. Now, Lennon had, like, he was thirsty for the content against Umar, but in this instance, he wasn't thirsty to put it out, because I don't know how long that had been live, but he didn't say nothing to her about it till she brought it up. She brought it up. He was like, oh, yeah, I was going to ask. So he wasn't thirsty in this instance. But in real time, when she said, don't let it linger on the front for too long, and the copy you had everything covered, you should have been like, why? Everything covered on the front. Why she don't want the front to be seen? You literally can't see nothing but 6,000 to 8,000.
flash of the check, or you not?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask you. Is it okay to show it?
You show it.
Somebody get this old lady a tripod. I'm so tired of her arm getting tired from holding the phone for 6 and 7 hours. Can y'all please get this lady got all this photography equipment. She shoots videos and she ain't got a $5 motherfucking tripod. Good
Yeah,
morning,
like
people on Pettigo. I ain't looking
you ain't
at the
gotta let
check,
it
but
linger.
good morning.
But and
Okay.
then you know what? I'm gonna tell you, and I want you to show the back of the check. That's important now, and you let
Okay.
it linger so you can see it's a watermark. Because
Good morning,
trust me,
people on
they're
MoneyBoy
gonna be
Trade.
mad. But at the same time, I'm not that desperate to prove anything to you guys where it's gonna come back to me some legal thing. So
Okay.
So
the only
So
thing
I'll
that's
can I
real
some legal will come back on me, some legal thing. This woman cannot speak.
is the written amount, the amount, and my name on the check, and then the year of the check, 2025.
okay.
It's
So
none of
I'll
your
show this.
business when the check was written. It's none of your business.
We already went through this, but it's funny how a motherfucker come out here and tell us shit that ain't our business. And then when we got questions about shit that was told to us that ain't our business, we told it ain't our business. The settlement check wasn't our business, but since you told us about it, we got questions about it. Well, who, how, who, what bank, all of that. These are questions that you could have avoided by just shutting the fuck up. I'm just saying, in today's economy, why you telling people you got, so you got motherfucker gonna come ask you for some money, you just got $6,000-$8,000?
What law firm the check amount? None of your business. The memo. None of nobody's business. I don't even have to. I send it to you, so I need you to conceal all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So here's the back.
You can see what you made. I sent it to you, so you need to conceal. Motherfucker, you concealed everything. It ain't nothing to conceal. It's more shit visible on the back than it is the front.
The check. I'll show that.
you got it large in it so they can see it. They can see it.
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it okay for me to show the
You
front?
can show the front, but you don't need to linger. You can show it and
Okay.
take it off
Is it okay for me to show the front?
because you know some of these Negroes.
Look at this shit there. Oh, he was also when he noticed in retrospect, and I don't know if that's in his address or not, because it's 6 hours, but he was kind of offended right there where she said you know how Negroes are almost, because you know she likes to tout that she's Haitian and shit of that nature, so she almost tried to act like she was better than Americans, but like, let's keep it real. Haiti is a shithole country. Let's just keep it real. It is a shithole country.
The front, but you don't need to linger. You can show
Better than us how?
it and
Okay.
take it off because you know some of these Negroes.
Mary Ann Lawrence alleged that a settlement check was issued to her as part of an out-of-court settlement with Umar Johnson. And for those of you who are unaware, Mary Ann Lawrence previously stated that in her interactions with Umar Johnson,
Yeah,
several unfortunate events occurred
the
that
heat
led to
ain't
Umar
off
Johnson.
him. I think through all of this, Lennon put out 2 more videos. Lennon put out 2 more videos doing what he normally does on him. Tariq Nasheed responded to him for having his little fake FBA. Now the heat ain't off him. Folks still lighting his ass up about different shit. It's just different shit. And they reviewing the shit he been saying on these podcasts. But he definitely is now. Yes, he's definitely loving the fact that like, you know, Lennon is one of his biggest detractors. That he got embarrassed for a second, and he also is loving the fact that Lennon apologized. He's loving he love. But again, as I said the other day, that may make inroads for him to do that interview. Because at least, like, no matter all this shit I done said about you, I can still apologize in this instance because I was wrong. That's the man shit.
Allegedly settling out of court and paying her $68,600. Some of the alleged events include number one, Umar Johnson would not sign the contract for the movie that Mary Ann Lawrence was producing.
Well, here's the question I got on that. How in the fuck do y'all shoot a movie for 3 days, have talks about the movie, and never get any paperwork signed? Like, nigga, you should have had paperwork signed before y'all even shot a scene. That falls back on you being a dumbass business person. Oh, see, he brought that up in the thing too, because like he did a lot of poll questions that people were asking, and one of them was, "Do you think Umar Johnson tried to sue her?" Now he says for the 500,000, he ain't seen no proof of it, but he said he saw proof of where Umar was trying to sue her not to get it put out, but like to sue her not to get it put out would mean there'd be a dollar amount or something on it. He said he saw paperwork to that, but he tried to sue her not to put it out. She put it out. Why would he settle with her then? I don't even think, I don't think that he tried to sue her not to put the movie out. Because I honestly, and I don't know, but I honestly think after 2 years, Umar was asking her where it was. He may have been trying to sue her to get it because she ain't put it out. Either way, it was a losing case, though. He couldn't sue her to stop her from putting it out because, you know, there's correspondence. There was no contract signed, but there was correspondence saying he was going to be there. She could show what she paid for rooms and shit for him to be there. It's her property. She wrote it, so he know there. And he can't force her to put it out because as a filmmaker and producer, she don't never have to put the motherfucker out. So either one of those were losers, and I don't know why it was like it never went anywhere. So what was the point? But that was one of the things he talked about last night. He said she did send some type of paperwork, but he need to go through that again and just read it. Was it threatening legal action, or was legal action taken? It's a difference. I can send you a cease and desist and threaten legal action if you don't, but as long as I don't file a lawsuit, that's all it is. It's a notice.
A movie that was loosely based on Umar Johnson's life. We covered some of that movie, including the trailer, in past live streams.
Well, the movie
Number two, that Umar Johnson caused harm to Marianne Lorient and other people involved in the production of the movie. We talked about that extensively.
And as we listened to her yesterday explain what went on, this nigga didn't cause no harm to nobody. If anything, he inconvenienced the people who built the set day one. But all the other, that's the only inconvenience, having to find another location to shoot at when shit was already set up. As far as changing the script and having to switch actors by just putting this on that actor, no. He didn't do anything terrible to y'all. He didn't cause any harm to y'all. Leonard, let me find out you was over here listening too, Leonard. Let me find out.
Number three.
I know I've been tagging the shit out of you and Mary Ann.
That Umar Johnson attempted to sue Marianne Lorient to stop her from releasing the movie. And she did have some documentation.
Wait, number 1 and number 3 sound alike. Maybe I'm crazy. Number 3 is he attempted to sue her to stop her from releasing the movie. Okay. Okay, he wouldn't sign the contract.
Life. We covered some of that movie, including the trailer.
But I hope number 1 wasn't the reason that you took it, because that falls back on her. Who does business before signing the contract? Stupid people.
Attempted to sue Marianne Lorient to stop her from releasing the movie. And she did have some documentation to support that particular claim. Number 4, that Umar Johnson threatened to sue Marianne Lorient for $500,000. And of course, number 5, that Umar Johnson later offered an out-of-court settlement to Marianne Lorient in the amount of $68,600. And this is the alleged check.
For no reason, he offered her some money.
On September 29th of 2025, while on my platform, I briefly showed the alleged check that Marianne Lorient claimed was sent to her by Umar Johnson. I'm here today on February 24th, 2026, to apologize for not properly vetting the alleged settlement check. I accepted Marianne Lorient's narrative about the alleged settlement check being legitimate, believing that she was a woman of faith, a woman of character, that she was trustworthy, and that she was a victim of Umar Johnson.
How did you believe she was a woman of faith? Also in here, because I don't know if I'm I don't know where it is in the video, how far it is, but I do know he addresses where he said Mary Ann tried to act like her and I had a relationship. He was like, winged. I guess I gotta let that play. I guess I gotta find it. Maybe I have to while it's playing. I have to find the transcript so I won't have to sit through 3 hours and not hear it. But he definitely touched on her trying to say, me and Mr. Lennon, we had a rapport, we had a friendship. He was like, I didn't talk to that lady like that. The fuck?
Again, I should have reviewed and analyzed everything that Mary Ann Lawrence sent me. By not doing my due diligence, I was negligent and irresponsible. I hold myself accountable for that. It was on February 20th, 2026 that someone with the screen name at Hope-Law posted the following message on my YouTube page. And I quote, "That's not a real check. It says at the bottom of the check, disclaimer, this is not a real check. Why would she lie about that?" And she, meaning Mary Ann Lawrence. Now, I have to be honest, initially, I thought that at Hope-Lou was trolling, but something didn't feel right. And I took a second look at the alleged settlement check and noticed the fine print. It's down here at the bottom. The fine print, I'll read it to you. Disclaimer, this is not a real check. To receive your real cash offer, call 216 today. I researched the phone number on the check, or the alleged check, and found that the number was associated with common fake check or unsolicited cash offer marketing tactics. With further research, I found that the alleged settlement check was associated with Home Buyers, a real estate agency in Ohio. I immediately forwarded all of my findings to Mary Ann Lawrence, and with no immediate response, I decided to go live on that day.
Why even say this shit if you gonna bleep it out? Just leave that out your presentation.
February 19th, 2026, to address this particular issue. Mary Ann Lawrence would later join that live stream and proceed to rant, rage,
all this shit took place on my birthday.
From my basic questions. Was the alleged settlement check legitimate? If so, did you deposit the alleged settlement check? If so, did it clear? And for those of you all who were there, Mary Ann Lawrence would not answer my questions directly. Instead, she deflected, yelled, screamed, and played victim. I was not moved by her performance, a performance that reminded me of Umar Johnson's histrionics, narcissism, and sociopathy. I remained calm and asked Mary Ann Lawrence to provide any documentation, any documents, any receipts, including the deposit slip, to confirm the legitimacy of her claim that she received a settlement check from Umar Johnson in the amount of $68,600. Mary Ann Lawrence stated that she would provide all relevant documentation the following morning and prove that the alleged settlement check was indeed legitimate.
I gave you the check. I had nothing to hide. I gave it to you. You guys go to my video. I said, you know what? We're leery. I'm leery to deposit the check. I will open an account, deposit the check. It's not going into my main institute because he can't be trusted. You understand? That check was given to me through them, Long Shark. I never in my life.
And she found out that the checks came from a loan shark through her investigations of it, talking to the people at Dollar Bank. Dollar Bank is who told her, you got this money from some loan sharks. All right.
I've heard about Long Shark.
Yeah,
this is how Umar moved. You understand? Tomorrow morning, I will be on camera at Huntington Bank when that money.
This was a PR move, but he didn't know she was going to say nothing about receipts tomorrow, loan sharks, and nothing. Hell, he didn't know if she was going to come out here and say, it was 2 checks, my bad. That's what she could have said from the get-go. He didn't know he didn't know how she was going to respond, but he said this was a PR move. Boy, stop. It was a PR move to get in front of the embarrassment, but as far as knowing what the hell she had going on, it wasn't. It wasn't chess to force her to do nothing. No, nigga. No. It was to simple. You had no idea she was gonna even call into your show, sir, because she had ignored you for hours before you went live. So how was the PR move set up if she didn't come on your show and tell all these other subsequent lies?
cleared at Chase Manhattan, withdraw, and I deposited Huntington Bank. I don't have any reason to lie. You guys think I would get on public platform and tell you guys he settled with me, and you think Umar Johnson wouldn't have come after me? Come on, family. He can't even say my name. And then for clear, because there's some people, so they're saying everything I said is a lie. Let me give you the detective there, and I'll deal with these white people on my own. That is the detective who is in charge of handling this thing on Umar.
Also, on his show last night, he was saying that he heard from other YouTubers that have called Mr. Patrick Bishop, and Patrick Bishop said there was not enough. He said he can't verify, but he's heard other YouTubers say they've called and talked to Patrick Bishop, and Patrick Bishop said there was not enough evidence to go forward with the case against Umar. Because as I said before, you could file a report for anything, but when they investigate it, if it ain't enough to pursue charges, you just filed a motherfucking report. They have to take the report.
Johnson. Once it's finished from Cleveland, it goes to Delaware, detective. It goes to Pittsburgh, Philly, where he lived. Once local investigation is done, it goes to BCI. They're coming for Umar. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to see that justice. You guys think I'm crazy? This man tried to take my house. If he was successful, me and my kids would be out in the street.
More of her dad than Satan.
Listen, when I turn off YouTube, I'm living life. I have boots on the ground. I make a difference in my community. I don't got to come to lie or prove anything to anybody. But you know what? When I get off this shift, straight to honey.
All I know is if I'm ever married and a woman is talking to me like this, I don't give a fuck. If my wife at home, she better come in here and ask that bitch who she talking to. If she at work, she better type in the chat, where the link, who this bitch talking to. My wife better come defend me. Not saying to his wife, this ain't got nothing to do with Linda. I'm just saying what type of wife I would expect to have. Especially if he got the disposition where he don't cuss women out and shit of that nature. If I had that disposition in a wife, man, if my wife don't cuss this bitch out, who the fuck you talking to, ho?
I'm hurt. I am really, really hurt. And Miss Honor, I have respect for you. Nobody disrespect your channel. I didn't reach out to come on your channel. You reached out to me and I came. I would have never done something this low.
Oh.
And I'm sorry. I can tell you're shooken up. I've been in the chat asking somebody, please have him come up. And let me tell you, he got on this YouTube. He's scared. You know why? Because the pressure's on. The pressure's on. That's why. They're coming for him. Now, I don't know.
Now, Lennon, how in the hell you gonna block her? How you gonna block her cussing out, but then doing your live, you cuss? This shit is weird.
If I'm allowed to get.
You can't trust people who try too hard to put up a certain persona. You can't trust them. Take it how you want to. I ain't got nothing against you. I like you. I don't got nothing against you. I like you. I just don't agree with some of the shit that you say. But other than that, ain't no problem with you. I don't dislike you. I done put a lot of people on to you. I loved your documentary. I shared the shit out there, motherfucker. I just don't agree with all the shit that you say. And you be pretending hard as a motherfucker for some weird reason. You try too hard to keep up this wholesome dad next door look.
Who the lead detective? Go ahead. All y'all like to do your homework research. Go right ahead. Again, no, I have integrity. I'm a woman of faith. I have integrity. I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody on YouTube, but I will prove it.
Wait, so women of faith don't lie?
I told you about
so women of faith don't lie. All right, cool. I didn't know that.
The check. I told you about the check. I sent that check to you. If I had something to hide, would I have given you that check? He went through a long shot with that man in Columbus, that law firm. That check was deposited in Chase Manhattan. And then that money was withdrawn and then deposited to Huntington Bank. I don't have to lie, Mr. Honor. I don't have to lie. Why would I lie? Where's Umar now? Call Umar right now. You call him right now.
Umar need to go live singing Baby Shark.
You got his number?
Are you saying that that check that you showed me, that cleared?
They gave me something, and then I called you. I said, listen, I do not trust this man. We went to Huntington.
Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, buy an album.
I didn't go to a video. I said, you know, family, this check that they gave us, we are in questioning of the check. Before I got the money, I had to sign paperwork. He went to a long shark. These people are long shark. Long shark. I don't know. You're talking about real estate. I don't know about real estate. They're long shark. You get money. Let me break it down because someone probably, what the hell is she talking about? You get money from them and there's a high interest rate. That was Umar them doing. I don't care where the money came from. All I care is I got paid. I got paid. Okay. And once he paid me, I'm a strict.
You didn't care where the money came from, but your news story is you cared where the money came from because you said Umar ain't a Ohio resident. As you said he ain't no Ohio resident. So, yeah, you cared where the money was. You said you had them do an investigation, and they told you, even though you weren't a member at Dollar Bank, all this is crazy. Cashier check from Dollar Bank. You took it to Chase to cash, but you also told Dollar Bank you need to know where the money came from. All right, good deal.
I start moving, and I was playing chess with him. I'm like, all right, now it's on.
I
got moving with Umar.
All right, so you're saying that the check.
Call downstairs and tell her to start the med pass. Thank you, honey. Yeah.
So you're saying that the check that you showed at the bottom, it says disclaimer, this is not a real check to receive your
Mr.
real
Honor, I don't have the physical check. I will go to the bank. I will pull receipt for you. I will pull receipt for you, and I will send you the receipt, and you will show.
You always lying.
The following morning, on February 20th, 2026, Marianne Lawrence did not go live to provide proof. Since that time, Marianne Lawrence has not provided corroborating evidence that would support her claim that the alleged settlement check from Umar Johnson in the amount of $68,600 is legitimate. Plainly stated, Marianne Lawrence will never be able to provide proof that the alleged check, the alleged settlement check, is legitimate because the check is a fake. It's a fake.
We knew that on the 19th.
Marianne Lawrence blatantly lied. I took pictures of Marianne Lawrence's alleged settlement check to my banking institution, and a representative identified the alleged settlement check as fake. The representative stated that the document could not be deposited or cashed at any banking institution or check cashing establishment. It was just a piece of paper. The representative also shared something with me that I will not share here, but if I ever do, you will all see how deeply deceptive Marianne Lawrence is. I also had a friend take the same pictures of Marianne Lawrence, alleged settlement.
She shared something that you won't tell us. What the fuck was telling us? Well, why do you tell us that then? Now we all curious about what else the motherfucker said.
Check to their banking institution, and a representative identified the alleged settlement check as fake. That's not all. On February 20th of 2026, a brother on YouTube with the initials RA, well-spoken, intelligent brother, was able to reach the company and spoke with the representative. And he did it during his live stream. The representative stated that Marianne Lawrence alleged settlement check was not a check, that it could not be cashed or deposited, that it was merely real estate related promotional material. The alleged settlement check was nothing more than a home buying promotion and marketing document. The statements made by the representative on February 20th, 2026 were consistent with my research on February 19th, 2026. Marianne Lawrence.
Thank you for the $5 super chat.
And the amount of
you better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
Was nothing more than an unsolicited cash offer, a marketing tactic. Again, Marianne Lawrence, her alleged settlement check is a fake. These things being said, I have an apology to retract. I'm taking it back, and some apologies to make. I must first retract my apology to Mary Ann Lawrence, I initially apologized to her for not giving her enough time to respond to the information I sent her on February 19, 2026. However, considering her behavior since February 19, 2026, if I had given her more time, she would have concocted more lies to deceive the people.
He did 2 videos. They was PR moves, though. There was when he apologized to her, there was a PR move. So it was a lie.
Mary Ann Lawrence is not to be trusted. I have unsubscribed from her YouTube page and blocked all means of communication.
Oh, that also happened last night. The code red was officially issued. Let's get we'll look at the count when we go to her page after he get through with the state of the address.
I have no interest in being associated with anyone who is willing to lie on Umar Johnson, tell more lies to cover the initial lie, not hold themselves accountable for lying, blame others, and then play victim. Mary Ann Lawrence is sinister, manipulative, deceptive, deviant, and a liar of the lowest order. I must also apologize to my viewers and to the Cookie Crush chat room. I failed you by not properly vetting Mary Ann Lawrence. I failed you by not vetting the fake check prior to showing it on September 29, 2025. And you all deserve better. And I promise that this will never happen again. I must also apologize to anyone that has been negatively impacted by these unfortunate events. Mary Ann Lawrence betrayed everyone and has not taken responsibility for her actions. I doubt YouTube. Again, as I stated before, I hold myself accountable for my errors. None of this would have happened if I had done my due diligence and properly vetted.
This is called taking accountability. She kept saying he need to take accountability. Now, this is like his 3rd or 4th time taking accountability. He just officially denounced your black ass this time, Mary Ann. But he been taking accountability. Now, he did throw the excuse in there that he that it happened. He didn't do his due diligence because you were a victim, or whatever the word was he used of Umar, exploited by Umar. Thank you for the $10 cash out. It's some people. Somebody was in my chat the other day. For people that don't know, I'm a silly person and I have silly ass drops. So one of the drops I have when I get donations is Lennon, while he was making fun of Umar because Umar said run them donations. And another one is when Umar said we appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. It's all fun and games, but somebody was like, how dare you? And I had to tell her, go suck a dick. Like she need to go bust a nut. What the fuck? It's a joke, lady. Thank you for the $10 cash out.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
That's the whole humor of it. This nigga been out here wilding and niggas still gave them their money. That is the humorous part of that drop, because he actually said that on live when somebody sent him some money and people kept sending money. That nigga look young as hell on that video. But yes, nobody take offense to the drop. It's funny. It's supposed to be funny.
Mary Ann Lawrence. She brought me a story of victimhood, another woman that had been taken advantage of by Umar Johnson. She pulled at all of our heartstrings, and I let my guard down.
She ain't pull at mine, nigga. Speak for yourself. I questioned her story because she was trying to paint it like Umar was fooling with a young girl in that scene.
I was played like a fool, and that will never happen again. And finally, I offer a sincere apology to Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson for having Mary Ann
hold up. That's history right there. This is YouTube history y'all about to witness. I gotta get my drop ready. I need a producer.
And finally, I offer a sincere apology to Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson for having Mary Ann Loring on my platform and not properly vetting her. She blatantly lied on you, and that is unacceptable. Moving forward, I will not have any other guests on my platform unless they have conclusive proof of any given claim. As many of you know, I'm working on a documentary about Umar Johnson's life. A friend of mine offered wise words stating that the Mary Ann Loring fake check scandal needed to be exposed now so that Mary Ann Loring's lies would not be included in the documentary. Wise words. I've also decided to change the documentary's working title to The Life and Times of Umar Johnson. Again, Umar Johnson, I apologize for having Mary Ann Loring on my platform. I am denouncing and rejecting all claims made by her and issuing this public retraction and apology in good faith. I sincerely hope that we can all move past this Mary Ann Loring fake check scandal and place focus back on Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, for he is the main
7 names
in the Umar Johnson saga. My name is Lennon Honor, and I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Peace.
All right.
Man, did he sound like a nigga that was just running for president or not?
And there you have it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this particular live stream and to watch that particular video. I thought about it for a while. It needed to be done. There's so much more I could have said, but I'm still playing chess. Even when I had her on, some people, because I got plenty of messages about that when she was on and she was raging. My approach to all that was strategic.
Boy, stop. That's what I'm saying. Okay, strategic.
Figure out a way.
Okay, strategic, motherfucker. So you lied to be strategic. You're no different than her then, sir. You lied for no goddamn reason. Your strategy caused you to lie and be deceptive. Because you told your audience, right here, you said even when you went live, that was strategic. So you went live and lied to your audience, said, I believe she got a settlement check, even though you knew she didn't. See, that's what I'm saying.
To cause her to show us who she really was.
Come on, Lemonhead. You didn't know that bitch was going, you did not know she was going to come on your live and you had no idea she was going to be unhinged. It's the first time you've ever encountered her. Stop the cap. Nigga, she already showed you who she was when she sent you that fake ass check last year in September. That's who the fuck she was. Hey, man.
Based upon my research up to that point, even before I started that live, I already knew, but I had to play the chessboard. I even went back and watched that.
I already knew, but I came out and lied to the Cookie Crush chat. Lenny, I didn't want to do this to you, Lenny. Again, I ain't got no issues with you, but you talking like you just swindled the people yourself. You pulled the Umar Johnson. You gave that great speech. Now you coming out here acting like you Rico Suave and you knew all along, and this was chess, not checkers. Boy, stop it. Stop it. You've saved face enough, nigga. Yeah, now you know what I'm saying? When I did that live, that was strategic. You know, I reached out to her and she didn't respond in 2 hours. If she had responded in 2 hours and showed you proof, then what? Yeah, I did this live so she could show me who she was. You know what I'm saying? Fam Cookie Crush chat. Yeah, because you know I'm on top of everything. Like, don't shit slip through the cracks. Nigga. It was, so I guess you was playing checkers when you accepted the fake check in September. Now all of a sudden you done graduated to chess. Man.
That segment where she asked me to show the check and some of the things she was saying, like red flags. I mean, hindsight is 20/20, but before I went live, I'm talking about before I went live and actually brought this to everyone's attention. I was listening. I said something ain't right. That's why when I got on there.
Thank you for the super chat. So again, you lied to your audience. Sing Lemonhead.
You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
Lennon, you made me go from I was proud of you to disappointed in like 3 seconds, my guy. That's how quick you just switched up on me. That's crazy. That is crazy. I fuck with you though. I fuck with you. I didn't expect you to apologize. Somebody did say you said that. So if nothing else, I can say you a man of your word. And I think it was a good deal to do anyway, because at least Umar will see, well, this nigga do got some goddamn boundaries. Like, he ain't just gonna let a motherfucker blatantly lie on me. Because at first you was like, man, when you apologized to Mary Ann, you said you wasn't apologizing to Umar. And I was like, that's crazy. Especially if you admit that you fucked up by not vetting the information. So yeah. But now you got cocky in this video, nigga. I get it. It was 4,000 people watching. Sympathetic to, yeah, man, I had been new, fool. You know what I'm saying? What's the word that's overused in this era? Narcissist. It's narcissistic behavior, sir.
I kept saying it just doesn't seem right. It didn't feel right either. So I maintained my calm. What she wanted me to do was she wanted me to go in and go back and get excited and get animated and maybe even yell. But I wasn't giving her what she wanted. I remained calm.
I come from a long line of pimping. We would have cussed that bitch out. That's what we do. Some hoes you got to cuss out. Some women you could be quiet on. Some hoes you got to cuss out. The soft-spoken women that aren't yelling with you, you ain't got to cuss them out. Why? They're being calm. That bitch there, oh, ho, you on my show, you gonna respect me, you gonna get the fuck up out of here. It's that simple.
Asking the same basic questions, but she deflected. She started bringing up other stuff that was unrelated. Now that just further confirmed, okay, something's here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still playing chess. This particular move right here, in my opinion, is checkmate.
Stop lying.
It's already been confirmed. She lied about receiving $68,600. Now, did she receive another settlement? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant at this point. She's not to be trusted.
Next time, make it 20.
She's a liar. And then instead of owning up to it, she wants to play victim and blame everyone else. And it's, even when she was, played the violin, when she was on, my heart has been shot, my heart, even the language. I was sitting back like, okay, I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing. Because it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. But it's the theatrics.
She played the feminine card on you.
It's all acting. It's histrionics. That's what it is. And I'll just sit back calm and say, let me let her show.
Let me just point out, Lennon, just like myself, he was in the entertainment industry. And most entertainers are very fluid at doing more than one form of entertainment. Acting is a form of entertainment as well. So yeah.
Even when I said
she produced movies and write scripts, Lennon produced movies and write scripts. That's all I'm saying. You entertaining right now too, sir. You do theatrics and histrionics as well, sir. You doing too much. Why you ain't just stick to the issue? Hey, Juicy, why you ain't just stick to the issue? I don't want to have to do this to you, Lennon. I was supposed to be over on Mary Ann video, but I knew it was some good shit in here that you had said. And then you did like 6 hours worth. You was letting the super chat comments get you.
Take the video down. If you requested, no, that was me to see. I want to see how she would respond to that. Is she that arrogant to think that she can come and tell me when I'm gonna take shit down? That's not happening. If I take it down, it's gonna be because I want to, and I don't want to. Because it's an archive. And people need to see that.
Notice earlier when Mary Ann cussed and said shit, he bleeped it out. Listen to him cuss though. He ain't bleep him. He instead of him just not cussing, he cussed, but he bleeped. He left her. He could have edited her cussing out. He did kind of with the bleep, but he could have just cut it out. No bleep, just cut it out like it didn't exist. But he cussing though.
Shit down. That's not happening. If I take it down, it's going to be because I want to, and I don't want to, because it's an archive, and people need to see that.
I bet Lennon mean as hell behind closed doors.
See, a lot of these people like her and Umar, they think they're smart. Yeah, they can fool people some of the time, but they're not going to fool all the people all the time. And when they get caught, instead of addressing the issue, what do? They start to rage. They start to go crazy. So you ask me more about how much money you raise. What does he do? Same thing when I asked her about this fake check shit. It's the same thing. And I was.
That's what most people do, though, especially liars. Most liars do that.
Lenient. See, part of it, yeah, I was trying to maintain respect because she's a woman. But on the other hand, I recognize what was going on.
All women aren't to be respected, sir. Just like you don't respect our men, why in the fuck should you respect our women?
If you guys go back, if you guys remember, I kept saying, I see now. Hit the one. I got time tonight too. If y'all want me to pull that video, we can do an analysis. I don't want to go there because I don't plan on.
And he definitely had time, 6.5 hours worth.
Talking about this lady and giving her any more attention. But if you want to, we can. If we can go by, we can do analysis step by step. You guys remember I kept saying that? I was letting y'all know I already knew what the deal was. But I was playing chess. Checkmate today. Really check.
Lennon, you also said you weren't going to address this shit no more. You said you was done with it today. You said you was done with it today. And I see you have a live schedule that said Marianne lied. It still continues to lie. And Umar is quiet. Nigga, are you going to be done with it or not? Are you focusing on Umar or are you focusing on the fact that Mary Ann keep lying? Now, I'm a small channel. Like I got like 18,000 on one channel and 2,500 on the other. So I'm small compared to you. I'm supposed to be in the chitlin circuit covering Mary Ann bullshit. You gave your statement. You did a 6.5 hour live. Why you doubling back? You said we don't need to give this lady no more attention. These is your words. We don't need to give it any more attention. Yet you have a live schedule that said she telling more lies. Let us small reaction channels get that. You focus. Umar been doing a shit ton of interviews. Tariq Nasheed just roasted the fuck out of him last night. Did he cover that? You greedy with the content. You greedy.
It was a couple of days ago when she didn't, and she's not going to be able to listen. When I walked up in there, the guy looked at me funny. He did. I had on a dress shirt. I was dressed nice. I had my glasses on. I didn't need the glasses at that time. I walked up in there. The guy looked at me funny. I had it all inside. I don't have all the paperwork that I took with me. Well, actually, I do. It's all down here. And I strutted in too. I wasn't playing no games. And I'm not gonna let this get me down. I've already gone through that part of it. Yeah, I was fooled and all that stuff, but it happens. We've all been fooled. But I was strutting up in there. And I went to the front. There's a guy, he said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, listen, I had this." I said, I'm a vlogger. He's a younger guy, but I'm a vlogger. And on September 29th, and I'm holding it like this. I just go step by step. I said, on September 29th, 2025, I had this woman on my platform. And she presented this alleged check. I said, and here's the back of it, allegedly. I said, here's a screenshot from September 29th, 2025 of when I showed the actual check. Y'all see that? And in my research, I called the number on the check, and it came back that it's associated with the real estate company. And he's like, well, I'm not sure how I can help you. I said, well, I wanted to see if you can give me your use your expertise, give me your professional opinion on what you think about this check. Well, he's like, well, let me go get the bank manager. And so he walks away. Maybe about 2 or 3 minutes later, the bank manager comes by, and I showed the same thing. And she told me straight out, this is you can't cash this. There's no routing number. This is a fake check. I said, yeah, there was a phone number on there too. She said, well, what did they say when you called? I said, well, it's a real estate. She said, well, it's probably either, what did she say? I was going to say SoFi, because I'm from Southern California. a refi, something, or it could be a cash offer to purchase property. I said, that's what it was. He says, yeah, that's not a check. I'm not going to tell you what she told me about this right here, because I'm still playing chess, even though it's checkmate. This is the back.
We ain't supposed to give her no more attention. I ain't addressing this shit no more after tonight, but I'm still playing chess.
I ain't going to tell y'all what she told me right there. This lady's something else. Yeah, I know I act humble. My wife was like, why would you? I said, well, number one, that's my way of
He lied.
Showing the Lord that I'm willing to bow down if it's necessary to expose evil. And see, Mary Ann Lawrence, she interpreted that, me being humble, and oh yeah, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's stop. I kept saying it.
So you lied then. So you lied by saying, but you nobody asked you for the lie that you was giving her the benefit of the doubt. You should have stayed quiet. I'm saying you can't be having a 6.5 hour live calling this woman a liar and then at the same time admitting that you lied because you claim you was playing chess. Nigga, a liar is a liar.
Too. She interpreted that as weakness. And then she played herself afterwards, because then she got to talking crazy. That was a chess move. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, ladies and gentlemen, whatever it takes, including lying. Again, I don't want to do this to you, Lennon, but I have to call a thing a thing. This ain't a good look. You was feeling yourself. You saw them 3.5K people watching, and you were like, oh, shit.
It shall be done. Okay? All right. And I can go on and on and on. I can go on and on and on.
And you did.
What I like to do with the rest of our time is I want to read some of these super chats, and then I'll look in the chat room to see if there's any comments in here too that are worth us taking more time later on during this live stream, because I do have time. And if there are ones where people didn't send the super chats and they have something important to say, I'll take some time to get to those too. Okay. Yeah, one of the big questions that everyone's been asking is why? Why did she do this?
Because she was seeking attention.
I think it's a complex, there has to be a complex answer to that. And I don't have all of it.
No, it's not.
I don't have all of it. I have some of the reasons, but I don't have all of the reasons. I think it's very complex. I think that she's attention seeking. I think that I do think that Umar harmed her. To what extent, I'm not quite sure. I do.
That man didn't do shit to her. She had this nigga come to speak 3 times before they even did a movie. That's why he was so comfortable with the idea of a movie with her, because she had brought this nigga in to speak twice, and she claimed she gave him 2 donations. She won't tell us the amount of the cashier check for the first one or the second amount, but she gave 2 donations. That's also no, never mind. Let me hold that one in until we get to her video. But I got a note to self. That's note to self. He settled with her, because I may forget by the time I heard. He settled with her because she was making noise about the 2 donations she gave him and where was the school at. She was making noise. Note to self. Yeah, he didn't harm her.
No, based upon the documentation that she actually did.
He's still simping for this lady. He is still simping for this lady after he realized she's a liar. I mean, I don't believe in turning the other cheek, because all you're gonna do is smack me in the other one. No, sir. I'm not. Hey, he didn't do this bitchery. Why did you still say that's how you got in this situation? By believing this nigga did something wrong to her, and she has yet to prove it. Even if he threatened to sue for her not to put the movie out, that ain't wrong. That's not wrong. The legal system allows it.
Received that she actually did send me, and I received that I vetted that. Yeah, Umar did try to stop her via lawyers from releasing the film. That's why it was never released. Initially, it was never released. But it calls into question her behavior with this check.
At the end of the
and
day,
since
you can
I
say
called her out on it,
you can say that about
it
all
begs
of
the
us.
question whether or not
If
anything
you
else that she said
pretty much
legitimate. And I was,
if you do social media, now I'm gonna take the scammer part out, but if you do social media, you're a whore for attention. We're not doing this shit so nobody will watch us. We're doing it so people can watch us, so we can get some money off of it. We get the attention, we get the fame. That's why we're doing it. If we didn't want that shit, we would just be subscribers. Y'all people in the chat who don't do content, who just type, y'all ain't see. Well, I can't even say y'all are seeking attention, but not at the level that we are. Because y'all want to be noticed in chats. But y'all don't want to be the main topic. Y'all don't want everybody looking at y'all. Y'all don't want to do a show or be a personality. Because as much as all of us are ourselves, we're also channeling something else that's not us either. That's what entertainers do. All of it's entertainment.
say that, yeah, the her making the move with Umar, clearly that's true. There being issues, that's true. Umar acting a fool, that's true. But other stuff, I mean, we really should put together a list and go through step by step. Other things like him stealing the $6,000 out of a woman's account. Okay, she never provided any receipts for that. Her saying that he kicked the young lady out of the room. She never provided any receipts in that. Now she goes back and shows the room, but so what? Even room 30 is being brought into question. People say, yeah, because I've been seeing people communicating about this. Well, she did. She interviewed the guy. You notice I didn't cover that interview. You guys noticed that, right? That's when I really started to look at this whole situation side eye. I would never do anyone like that. Wouldn't do that. But even still, I thought to myself, who's to say? Because she writes scripts and stuff. I believe a lot of this shit is just script writing, and she believes it.
Finally,
that's what I think. But who's to say that the person that she called wasn't an actor?
It was.
And that and I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm saying, hey, listen, it's possible. If she's willing to try to pass off a fake check for $68,600.
I'm finna point out so many red flags in Mary Ann video. It is gonna be ridiculous.
$100 and show it and ask me to show it on my platform. Who's to say that she wouldn't hire someone?
And she asked him to show it. When she did her video, she said, as soon as I get the check, I'm gonna give it to Mr. Honor. Lennon didn't know about no check. She did that live and threw him in this shit.
To play a role, like she's been doing in her movies. Now I think about it, there's people there's a person that did that.
Man, why didn't she present? She could have presented the check on her channel, and then Lennon could have reviewed it just like he did other shit. Why didn't she present the check on her channel? That is a great question. She got the check, she sent it to Lennon instead of posting it on her community wall or doing a video like she did telling us she got it. Why she didn't go live with that motherfucker? I don't understand why that's where I have to agree with the people on sabotage. Now I disagree with she working with Umar. I don't think either one of them are smart enough to put together no shit like that. And the shit she done said about, like, I'm not like, if we working together, you not finna be out here talking about I'm gay and shit of that nature. Fuck you. The other shit, like he was difficult on set, that's okay. You're not gonna present me as a pedophile by constantly saying I wanted to do a scene with my boxers off with this young lady, making it seem like she's not of age. You said one time she was legal, but you call her a young lady 40 times after that as if she wasn't. So which one do you think people are going to remember? So I don't think they're working together at all.
To me, they hired someone and had them make up lies and all this kind of, boy, I tell you, it's crazy. This Umar Johnson side is something else. Did Umar Johnson try to sue her for $500,000? I went through all of my receipts that she sent, and she sent me a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff, I'm telling you, I did not look at it because it was like it was overwhelming. It was a lot of stuff. I went through stuff, and there's a couple of things. I ain't gonna mention it here, but there's some stuff in there. I said, wait a minute. I wish I had seen that and looked at it prior, but she never provided me any receipts. I didn't see any for where she was. I'm talking about documentation where he tried to sue her for $500,000. Now, does anyone remember when I had her on? I think I had her on twice, maybe 3 times when I interviewed her. And when she brought up being sued for $500,000, does anyone remember me showing any documentation that she gave me and I showed it on screen? I'm just asking. Because I haven't gone back to rewatch the videos. It's actually difficult because, it's just not a good look.
You need to. If you're going to do the Mary Ann content to point out she's a liar, you might as well do the Mary Ann content and point it out. She said she gave you the documents, you put them up. Go play the lives.
I see a lot of no's. What's up, Chris?
With your audience.
I see a whole bunch of no's in here. I don't see any S's. And then when she came on ranting and raging, she was like, I sent you the 500, the thing about the 5, and I was like, no, I don't remember that. See? All right, yeah, it's all no's in here. Anyway, I mean, that's another exercise that we can do is just put together a list of all these different things and go through it one step at a time. But I don't want to give her any more attention. I unsubscribed, I blocked.
Y'all, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, that's another exercise that we can do is just put together a list of all these different things and go through it one step at a time. But I don't want to give her any more attention. I unsubscribed, I blocked her. We was communicating on Facebook.
I don't want to give her no more attention. Forget the live. I understand him continuing doing the live to 6 hours. You got to get out your system. But if you don't want to give her no more attention and you urge your people not to give her any more attention, why in the blue hell do you have a live schedule to review what the fuck she said last night while your live was going on?
Facebook. I blocked her on, and I'm not even on Facebook. I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I don't post there, but I don't know, maybe once, maybe twice a year, if that. And I don't mean to be this way, but if she wants to keep going, then I can go and start really researching her and do a full expose. I mean, I wouldn't waste time. I wouldn't waste the time, but
well, if you wouldn't waste time, see, this is what I'm saying, Lennon. On one hand, you popping your shit. I'm cool with you popping your shit. You like the bitch want to keep going, then I really research her and do an expose. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is the actor side of you come out after you pop your shit and say, well, I wouldn't waste my time doing it. Well, what? Thank you, Tanya. Why say it, bro? I took the long way around to get into what you said. Why in the fuck did you say it? See, the Family Guy side of your ass came out after you popped your shit. I like to pop my shit, Lennon. That's who you really are. Not this guy that said, well, I wouldn't waste my time. Bro, you contradicted yourself in half a sentence.
I could put together a whole document like I'm putting together on Umar. Because there's other people who've been looking into her and looking into her background. I'm not going to go there. For one, she's not worth it. She's irrelevant. See, I think part of her being on my platform, it made her feel important, and a lot of that went to her head.
It did.
She started to get subscribers. Most of the people that was early in the early days.
See, again, you is popping your shit. I'm cool with you popping your shit because it's true. I seen it. I seen you do it. I seen you turn this bitch channel up. I cannot argue with it. That's why I know her subscribers is going to drop to about 2,000 and something when it's all said and done. I know it. Because you gave her 95% of them. Everybody ain't going to unsubscribe because some people just subscribe and don't watch any goddamn way. The rest of them is nosy because we trying to watch the train wreck. I unsubscribed. Only reason I subscribed is so I could be able to tag her in the videos. Now that I've tagged her in the videos, it's already in my algorithm when I go into YouTube Studio. So I'm unsubscribed too. But she still come up in my feed.
was subscribing. They were subscribing because I asked them to, not because she was special. This has happened many times before. And then people, they start getting some subscribers, they start getting some views, and they start
Drop
thinking
your
that they
shit,
big time,
Lemonhead.
and then all of a sudden, you know, it's me, and I, and et cetera, et cetera. Stay humble. Have a spirit of appreciation. Does she have a spirit of appreciation for me? Or anyone else that I've helped over the years to build their channels and give them advice and have them on in platform?
Pop your shit.
Does she have the spirit of appreciation? No, absolutely
Ungrateful
not.
motherfuckers.
Stay humble. She didn't stay humble. It went to her head. Number two, she didn't stay humble. She got arrogant. It became ego driven because of the attention. It made her feel special. It made her feel important. It made her feel powerful. And then she did not have the spirit of appreciation. And then number three, like I say, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. And that's what the
wait. He done popped his shit so hard. He said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. Now, y'all can interpret that how y'all want to, but in this situation, he is the Lord because he gave her the subscribers, the clout, and the fame, and he's saying, bitch, I'm taking it away. That's how I interpreted it. Pop your shit, Lennon. This is the Lemonhead Lennon I want to see all the time. Not this other watered down ass shit. We done had too long for that, nigga. We turning you heel, nigga. You will sell more tickets as the bad guy.
Lord is doing right now for her and her YouTube page. I told y'all in advance. I'll propose that the people who decide to stay subscribed, they're there for the bullshit. And that's fine. I ain't got time for it. Again, my focus is on Umar and this documentary in and of itself. It's a bear. I ain't got time for all this side quest foolishness.
You ain't got time for it, yet you got a live schedule. Man, you said in this live early that you wasn't gonna get her the attention and you ain't want people to. You said it more than once. But less than 12 hours after saying this shit, you got a live schedule ready to go in on this bitch. After you just said, man, if she keep going, I do some digging, but I ain't gonna even do it. I'm just saying, bro, you gotta pick a struggle.
At all. See, she should have.
He got his white shirt on with the nigga, I know psychology and colors. He trying to look pure and innocent and shit with the white shirt. Come on, G. Come on.
Stayed humble. She should have.
Lennon, Lemonhead, game, recognize, game.
Had the spirit of appreciation, and she should have recognized that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. But see, for her, it was never about anything righteous. It wasn't, because you wouldn't have to concoct.
Yo, shit ain't about righteousness, nigga. It's about money and fame. Have I not always told y'all? My issue with this nigga is he act like he doing this shit for a righteous cause. Y'all have heard me say that's why that's my major issue with him. Not that I dislike him, that's my major issue. He not keeping it 100. He ain't keeping it funky. Y'all actually just got to hear him say it. He said her shit wasn't righteous, which means I do this shit for a righteous reason. Hers wasn't for a righteous reason. No, nigga. Umar didn't make. I can proudly say Umar didn't get made. Since you've been talking about Umar, you done made over $1 million off this shit, nigga. We've seen your living situation change, nigga. And this is why you was going to school and working and managing to do your Umar shit. YouTube was paying more than your job and your financial aid check you was getting back, nigga. YouTube probably is still paying more than your job that you went to school for all them years for. Because you got to pay back them student loans. And YouTube is helping pay that shit off. Stop the shit, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with you saying, God damn it, this shit give me my money. Why would I stop? There's nothing wrong with that. Why pretend, man, you doing a righteous cause? If you wanted to, no matter how you want to paint it, you still turn down a black man, something that you say is wrong. That's what you're doing. I'm not knocking you for it. But if your message is black people need to treat each other better and we shouldn't tear each other down, then why are you doing it?
humble. She should.
I ain't want to have to do this to you, lemon head. I'm not gonna do it to you for too much longer. I'm not gonna do it to you too much longer because again, I like it, but you gave a nigga like 6.5 hours worth of being able to do this to you. But it's Marianne Laurier, but I enjoy you popping your shit though. I do. I think you should do it more often.
To have the spirit of appreciation, and she should have recognized that the Lord give it, that the Lord take it. But see, for her, it was never about anything righteous. It wasn't, because you wouldn't have to concoct these stories, especially dealing with this check. It's not necessary. I think part of it, like I was saying, is attention seeking. I think it went to her head too. I think that at a certain point, she wanted to maintain the level of focus that people had on her, so she had to come up with something. And you notice, because I've been thinking about this. Again, we can put together a list of this. Each step, it got more and more over the top. And if this keeps going, then she's going to be talking about, the shark came and grabbed the check and bit half of it off and then put it inside his pocket and then swam to Africa. And then when it was over Africa, someone caught the shark and they cooked the shark, but the check was still baking, but they took it out and it.
The Wakandan shark.
It's unnecessary. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of the Shark Tank, whatever it was. I'm so tired.
Long shark.
I was gonna get a plush shark and have it delivered, but I said don't do that. We don't do that. Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway,
So
let me get into,
I agree with you.
There was a poll question.
I agree with you. So let me ask you a question, brother. Brother Ted. I agree. Holding accountable is one thing. Okay, but what does airing content talking about a nigga mama having bed sores and him having a big dick and him liking fingers in his booty? What does that have to do with accountability? What is having how is having blueprints to his mama house accountability? That's all I'm saying. You can't ignore that shit.
Johnson's saga is crazy. It's always something. The HVAC situation. I mean, it's always, we go there, we can put together a list, but this right here is crazy. And then she wants to play the victim and talk all sweet and family think. And then she was triangulating too in one of her videos. I should really do an analysis.
LONGSAR.
Because she was trying to put batteries in the back of other
lady.
YouTubers.
I asked you the same question that I just asked Brother Ted. You just heard what I said to Brother Ted. What does those things? What Umar does in his personal life have to do with accountability? But see, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Ted. He can't say everything is righteous and yada, 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 but you cared about who the nigga fucking is. Is he possibly gay and all that shit? That ain't got nothing to do with him scamming people in the school not being open. That goes into the realm of being a content creator, not righteousness. Eclectic lady, you can't have it both ways. You can't say he's righteous, but then he does unrighteous stuff. That's not how... That's when you become a hypocrite. If you're against something, you don't partake in it. And I'm not saying he's wrong for it. I'm saying he's wrong for being a hypocrite, saying he won't do something and he don't do something and he's for righteousness and standing up, but then he does the same thing. Okay with it. Yes, he can. All is fair. So he's no different than Umar. Is that hard to understand? If he's willing to stoop to the lengths of Umar and do the thing Umar does, he's no different than Umar. How can they be set apart if they're both doing the same thing?
Get them on her side so that they would protect her. I was sitting back like, that's triangulation. See, it sounds like Umar. Now, I'm not saying that in terms of Umar's narcissism that it's on that level, because there's different types of narcissism. It's not on that level. You know, and then when she's challenged, she would go into, well, I serve my community. Okay, well, I'm the most requested. And I've done this. And you know, I've saved all these black boys, you see? Well, we ain't talking about none of that.
Okay, well, Dane, I like your explanation there. Dane said Umar is a scammer and Lennon is an opportunist. They are, yes, but their actions, as far as he said, Umar, as far as doxing and slinging mud, Umar and his people have said Lennon is gay. Lennon has no problem listening to folks say and airing people that say Umar is gay. There is no difference between that behavior there. That's all I'm saying. Umar has lied on Lennon. Lennon did apologize. Get you on that one. There are huge differences in between. But my thing with Lennon is Lennon acts like he's this righteous, moral, high character person, and it's just certain shit that he doesn't engage in. Yeah, he does. I done some fucked up shit on here, so I don't judge nobody, but everybody know I'm who the fuck I am. I don't hide it. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't apologize for it. Sometimes I apologize for what I do in the moment, but overall, I am who the fuck I am. I don't pretend to be this nice person. I don't pretend to be like, I'm not this nigga who won't cuss a bitch out. That's who I am. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I will. Depends on the day you catch me.
Don't nobody give a shit about none of that. We asking you whether or not this check is fake.
He cussed again and he blurred Mary Ann out.
And it's a fake. Shout out to Swabonito. It's a fake. I don't know if anyone caught that. If y'all caught.
See right here though, I enjoyed this Lennon here. The pop your shit Lennon. I like bad guy Lennon.
That is the thing gonna hit the button. Right? Yeah, real quick. I think that for her, it's the attention, and it made her feel special. Yeah, she's attention seeking, and it fueled her ego, and then she had to come up with more and more lies in order to keep it going. But at a certain point, it just felt all of it. It went to pieces. You know, and I remember she had said something in one of these.
And for the record, I don't think being an opportunist is a bad thing. We all are seeking out opportunities, whether it's to get a promotion at our job or whatever the fuck it is. We all are seeking opportunities. So it's not a bad thing to be an opportunist. If you don't take advantage of an opportunity, then what the fuck? What are you doing? If you're not prepared to take an opportunity when it presents itself, what the fuck are you doing?
Videos where she says, well, I can't remember if it was when I had her on. I can't even remember, but she said something about the person who warned me how they only had 3 subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers they had. I have no idea.
I think there's a saying, it's like when opportunity meets hard work, you get success. I think that's the saying. Don't quote me on it.
The person's YouTube page is at Hope Dash.
I'm in the middle of a live,
whoever that is. Again, I didn't want to believe it, but something didn't feel right, and I started to investigate right away. But she tried to downplay it. So, well, you think just they had 3 subscribers? That's besides the point. Let me ask a question up in here. Is there anyone here inside the chat room who noticed the fine print on that check when I showed it last year in September of 2025? If you noticed it, hit the 1. If you didn't notice it, hit the 2. Okay.
I ain't got no ops, man.
Yeah, and I never.
I see the email. I told you I mean, there may have been people in the chat room. Everything that happened back then was supposed to happen.
I was doing an interview. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Monica? Yeah, so it happens, but it's still on me because I should have done my my due diligence. No, I don't think it's an issue. It's just you know, it was in the moment, and I shouldn't have presented it in the first place unless I did. So the thing is, she sent me 3 different versions of that. So, wait a minute.
Oh no, man,
Yeah, so there was
I'm not nice. I've evolved. I will still go there. I put more effort into not going there than I used to. That's all it is. I will still go there. I just try not to. Yeah, remember I took it there the other day. And that's how Brett ended up on the panel. You know, it just be weird. It works out like that sometimes. Sometimes it don't work out. But yeah, I put more effort into trying not to shoot the fuck off.
this one, and that's where she kind of, if you see on the bottom, it's kind of cut off. So she sent me that one, and then she sent me this back.
I didn't say it was fake if he wasn't mean and aggressive all the time. I said he's portraying a character. That's what I said. But that's just my opinion, though. It's like it's your opinion that what I said sounds crazy. I'm not gonna beat you up about it. That's just how it sounds. It's from what I've observed over the years. That nigga ain't really like the person he portrays to be online. And that's fake because that's not who he really is. I want the real Lennon. The real Lennon is the nigga who keep talking his shit, but then reels himself back in because he like, oh, I got an image to maintain. Don't we as I don't know what, well, you got a black avatar, so I'm assuming you black. Don't we pride ourselves on liking realness, authenticity? You ain't keeping it real. Like don't we talk about you putting on airs, you faking? Ain't that what we say? Oh, my bad.
We ain't gonna get into that right now. You guys be amazed at what the bank manager told me about that. And then she sent me this one right here. That was the main one that people started looking at. I started to look at because you can see it.
I didn't say he had to pop his shit all the time. I didn't say that at all. I said that is more enjoyable to me than the Mr. Rogers version of him. That's just me, though. I'm just on my show giving my opinion. That's all. It's like you in the chat giving your opinion.
The small print right there. And then I remember I looked at it and I looked.
And technically, when he does his Umar commentary, he popping his shit. He pop his shit every time he do the Umar chant, but then he goes and act like it's righteousness though. Nah, nigga, you talking shit about this nigga because he wronged you. Oh no, but you also heard no. I cut back on cussing motherfuckers out. I still talk the way that I talk. I just don't cuss. I'd never come on here and say I'm doing this for a righteous reason, X, Y, and Z, or none of that. Like it's fuck Umar all day. But if Umar say some shit that's right or some shit done against Umar that's wrong, I have to call it out. And I don't know how long you've been watching this, man, but this has been like a decade-long facade. This ain't new. He portrays to be the nice guy all the time. That's who he portrays to be.
Before I went live, and I said, "Oh shit!" That's all I knew. I messed up big time. Okay, let me get into these super chats. You broke the record clearly for live people in the live. It's like
it's only entertainment.
Different circumstances, but it is what it is. Also, want to apologize for yesterday because I was planning on showing that video yesterday, but I didn't have time to record because I was having technical issues yesterday. I didn't have time until early this morning to get that done. And I still had technical issues, but I need to upgrade all of my video recording equipment. That's what the issue is. Now, I'm not even talking about my webcam, but that's part of what I've been planning on doing anyway, dealing with skits and stuff. Because even the props that I use, this is all part of the skit stuff. But anyway, I was supposed to go live yesterday to show.
See, that's what he really want to do, props and skits and shit.
A video of me reading that address, but we were out as a whole family. We were out because it's February's birthday month.
I don't even care about him, man.
And we took, we all went as a family to the.
I do not care about him doing videos on. Again, I'm one of them niggas that, man, get your money. Get your money. I've done it. I've done it before on people. I got a whole bunch of playlists where I did a shit ton of videos about people. I just get bored easily. So after, well, I won't say easily, but I get bored after a while. I feel like I'm beating up a person that can't fight back. But I don't like, that's what get him his money. Talk about Umar. I'm not saying don't do that. And some of the shit that Umar has subjected him through over the years, I get it. But if we going through a who started it, it would be Lennon. Lennon would be the one that started it. Umar responded, and it's just been a back and forth ever since. Who's wrong? Who's right? I ain't got one on that one. But if we had to say who started it, it would have been the person who did the content first. And apparently when he did the Umar content, it got traction. So he did another and another and another till Umar took notice and was like, who in the fuck is this? And then we got the Lenore Honor, I'm in your ass. Monty Woodgrain, I'm in your ass. It ended up escalating to that. But now I don't knock him for doing Umar content. The only knock I would have against him is he doesn't let people that support Umar speak their mind. If you support Umar, you getting blocked. You should let Umar supporters defend them. You should let Umar people defend him like your Cookie Crush chat can go around and defend you without getting blocked. You should welcome his supporters over there because it's just going to give you more views. And you know they're going to be going back telling them what's going on. So it works out for you in the long run. But that would be my only critique about him, always talking about Umar, but never letting people who support Umar speak. Because if you defend Umar or if you even question him about why he talking Umar, your ass getting blocked. I don't know if it's him that's doing the blocking or if it's his mods that's doing the blocking. But if you agree with Umar, your ass is getting blocked over there. But now, do your thing. I've done it. Hell, I'm on part 4 or 5 right now with this Marianne Lawrence shit. And I'm not going to be done with Marianne Lawrence until I go down every video on her channel where she brings up Umar so I can point out the lies. So it might be like 10 of them. And I'm getting good views on Petty Goat, so I'm going to keep doing it. I get the money on the back end with the AdSense. I done made a few bucks off Super Chats and 10 on Cash App, I think, throughout the series, but AdSense to take care of that. And I got my members. So, yeah, I get it.
Reptile, I won't say Reptile Farm.
Cookie Crush Captain came in here. Ain't nobody got blocked.
It's like a reptile petting zoo thingy, kind of. It's in a building. It's all enclosed. And we had a really good time as a family. They had snapping turtles and snakes and stuff, lizards and all that kind of stuff. I was holding a lizard, and my wife, she wouldn't hold one. One of my daughters, she was like, she had it all around her neck, and she was like, I said, you go ahead, then. But we had a really good time. But that's why then by the time we got done, it was too late, and I didn't want to have to rush here and try to do a show, and it just wouldn't have made sense. Yeah, here's one of the snakes right here. Man, it wasn't even moving.
I took those as subliminal. I took those as subliminal messages at Mary Ann. He was at the petting zoo with snakes and things of that nature. I took that as shade. All right, we're gonna stop at Lennon right there because I think after this he goes into super chats and just coming up with theories and things of that nature. And let's go to this crazy lady. Now she said the title of this motherfucker. How you spell this bitch name? Mary Ann. She titled the video receipt, but we didn't get one goddamn receipt. Spoiler alert, not one receipt. Now let's go to the home screen. She told us she had 5.5K subscribers. She is now at 4.43. They leaving, family. They leaving. She said, receipt. Bring the king to accountability. All right, now let's point out the fucked up shit about.
Everyone.
Let's point out the fucked up shit about this video. As you could see, I'm guessing this is her computer. So she recorded a video, and it looks like she uploaded the video, or she recorded it on her computer, whatever. I don't know. But she recorded it to hold a phone to show it to us instead of just uploading it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Marianne here.
So once again, she is holding the phone on the computer screen.
Have this famous check circulating on YouTube. Everybody had a chance to make video, comment.
And it's daytime when she recorded this, but she holding her phones at nighttime airing this. Let me make sure the speed cut up.
So today, I'm sitting down to address the check. But before I start, I promise it's not going to be a 4-hour video, but there's a lot that
It shouldn't be 4 hours, motherfucker, to show a goddamn check, paperwork. We know you're not going to show the check. We just need paperwork, deposit slips.
I want to cover. We're going to do some phone calls. We're going to do a lot of stuff because a lot.
Keep in mind, she's a film producer and she know actors. Just keep all that in the back of y'all mind as we go through this. She is a film producer and she knows actors.
Went down regarding this check. So I want to start with this.
Mary, this is Debbie calling from Elevate Corporate Security in Cleveland.
So she starts off with letting us hear, did she call somebody? Is this a voicemail? I don't know.
A lot went down regarding this check. So I want to start with this.
Mary, this is Debbie calling from Elevate Corporate Security in Cleveland. It is Wednesday. I will be in the office till 3:30.
Okay, that's a voicemail.
There will be someone in the security department until 5. We can be reached at 216-736-8882. Again, 216-736-8882. Please feel, excuse me, I'm sorry.
So you call somebody about somebody about some securities thing.
Please feel free to call your local branch to verify that I do actually work for Dollar Bank. Just let them know it is Debbie in Cleveland and they could transfer your call to me. Thank you.
Again, why do we care about Dollar Branch? Because Dollar Branch is supposed to have told her that the check came from some loan sharks, but Dollar Branch wouldn't disclose any information with her because she wasn't an account holder. They wouldn't have disclosed anything. And it was a cashier's check at that, which doesn't indicate that person had an account there. They just had the cash, went to the bank and got a cashier's check.
Okay. Now, hold on, fam. Like, oh my God. She still haven't addressed the check yet. So the local.
Well, she didn't put out two films.
Step by step.
Technically, she's put out 2 films, so she's a filmer. I don't know if she's an actor. I say she knows actors, but she produced, she writes them, and she wrote the script for the movie. We ain't got to like it. It ain't got to be up to our standards, but it don't change the fact that she did it. She produced 2 films. I think I may cover the Tyreek roasting him video if I can find time.
And follow me. I'm addressing the check. Just please patiently follow me. 1-440-937-3100. You all can see I'm gonna hit the call button. Oh, she's calling her friend. How do we know she's calling the bank? Here we go. Okay.
Calling the Dollar Bank office in Avon. Please listen carefully and select from the following 3 options. If you are inquiring about the hours of this branch.
All this shit here is just a big deflection. Bitch, fuck Dollar Bank. Where is your statement from Chase or Huntington Bank? That's what we need to hear about. Why the fuck are you calling? Why? We don't give a fuck about the loan shark, ma'am. We need to know, did you take $68,000 to Chase and get a check cashed? And then we need to know, did you take $48,000 of them dollars to Huntington Bank and then take the other $26,000 and give to the survivors of Umar or whoever, whatever the fuck? I bet we can't get one of them survivors on the phone to disclose how much money you gave them.
Please press 1 if you are calling to inquire about your balance, account history, payments, or transfers, and would like to be transferred to our push-button telephone banking. Please press 2. If you would like to speak with a branch representative, please say.
The fact that she put receipt in the title, she further lied. Like, bitch, you just gonna lie to us like we ain't got no common goddamn sense. Man, if you was my child, you would be on punishment for like 2 weeks for all this goddamn lying. I don't even believe in whoopings, but I probably would have had to break the belt out on you. Like, you just motherfucker, you just gonna keep lying. Let it go. Like, I would rather you not say nothing than lie. We would rather you act like this shit not happen than play in our motherfucking face like we stupid.
On the line. Thank you.
Franklin Turtle, we do this shit for a living. I know your ass is tired of me tagging you in these goddamn videos. You better put your shit on private. That is the only way you're going to stop me from reviewing every mother. You lucky Lennon put his shit on private, because I would eat your ass up for what you said over there too. I would tear your ass up. You better put your shit on private. You already cut your comment section off. That's a weak bitch move. You know the people ain't stupid. You to cut the comment section off. You blackballed, ma'am. Until you come out here and say you lied, you blackballed, and we still ain't gonna fuck with you because we gonna like, bitch, what took so long? I am definitely from North Memphis, Jacob.
I'm sorry, where am I calling, please?
Yeah, Dean Perella.
Okay, Dean Perella.
Where are you calling? What this nigga say when she said, where am I calling? And what in the blue fuck does this have to do with anything? And again, why are we watching a recording? Why is she holding the phone up to her computer screen? This is what you spent an hour doing this shit. Well, all we needed was a paper, bitch. This shit happened on my birthday, which was last Thursday. It is Wednesday, and we ain't got one single piece of paper. We got you calling a dollar bank that we don't give a fuck about. We don't care about this shit at this point. We want to see transactions from your actual bank. You ain't got no transaction with Dollar Bank. You don't.
I'm sorry.
Is that a bob wig or is that her hair? Franklin. Hold on, man. Hold on. Wait a damn minute. Let me be silly for a second. Hold on. Hold on, family. Y'all should have been fooled by y'all was fooled by that. Oh no, I erased Franklin. Hold on. I gotta put it back. This not Franklin. This is Timmy Turtle. My bad. Not to be confused with Franklin. Wait, okay. Y'all look at her right there. Did I get it right? They got the same lip and everything. Did I get it right? She ain't got no eyebrows. He ain't got no eyebrows. Did I get it right? Wait. I'm just saying. I think I was spot on.
Sorry, where am I calling, please?
Yeah, Dean Perella.
Okay, Dean Perella. Am I calling Dollar Bank?
Yeah, it's a big scroll over. Name all the Dean.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got that.
Today we have just two individuals.
Okay, I'm not sure who to talk to. I need you to follow up with.
How you ain't sure who to talk to if Debbie, who you been talking to, Belle?
Debbie, she's with the investigation.
I'm not sure who I need to talk to, but I need to follow up with Debbie. What the fuck? Like what is who auntie is this? Who auntie that ain't on their meds is this? Who? Cleveland, y'all is taking the L for this one.
Team in Cleveland, Ohio. She was retrieving a check for me from 2025 for 60.
Yeah, I think this the paid actor nigga here, because this nigga here, he didn't say who he worked for or nothing. She let us listen to a voicemail, then she called the number and it said, so I think it did. It said Chase Bank or some shit, but this nigga here, and she said, who am I? What department am I speaking to? And it sounded like this nigga said his name.
600, and I wanted to follow up with a thank you, how swift she was. She, if you could kindly connect me, because in her message, she said the branch could connect me.
You calling this nigga to tell him you want to thank this lady for being swift. Bitch, where is the receipt? Where is the receipt? Who gives a fuck you thanking this bitch for trying to figure out where the money came from? We don't care. That I cashed a check. You didn't cash a check at Dollar Bank, though. You did not cash a check at Dollar Bank. You cashed a cashier's check, ma'am, that was issued from them by somebody else. Their name was just the bank that was on the cashier's check. Why did you not call Chase? Why did you not call Huntington Bank?
To them? To her?
Okay.
Her name is Debbie.
She's trying to get to the loan sharks.
Yeah, no, I know Debbie. She is awesome. I'm just not sure if she is available.
Okay, well, can you kindly connect me to Debbie?
Yeah, yep. Let me see if I can.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't see that she's available at the moment. Can I get you at least a
My
number
nigga
call?
came back quick as hell.
You could connect me to.
What did he do? Look over the cubicle?
I don't see that she's available.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, yep. Let me see if I can.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't see that she's available at the moment.
My nigga didn't put her on hold or nothing. That was the quickest I'ma check to see if she available ever.
What? Can I get you at least a number to call? That way you can ask for the name?
You could connect me to the investigation department, yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that internal number that you're there.
Okay, so hold on.
I do have our account services team now. They should be able to get you there.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what her, wait. Let me see what her message says. Her message says,
he trying to get the fuck off the phone. She like, no, listen.
The local bank will be more than happy to connect you with the Cleveland office. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yep. And that's exactly the number that I'll give it to. Is our Cleveland
investigation for a check where they looking for what you need.
Yeah. When you connect to this back office team, if you request that to be connected to that specific department, they should go transfer you over there.
Well, she helped me already. I wanted to follow up.
You have the downtown number though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to follow up with a thank you. So you're gonna connect me to her? Thank you.
I'm gonna connect you to our back office team.
Why in the fuck again? Why did you record and why did we need to see you calling to give this woman a thank you? And we still ain't got no proof. What the fuck are you saying thank you for? Thank you for what? Where's the proof?
Thank you.
Okay, absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you want the number too, just to have?
No, just connect me, please.
See, Mary Ann, I would really be angry if I had actually watched the whole hour of this. But what I did was I just scanned through to see if you was gonna show any type of documents or proof of this check being real, and we got nothing. Nothing. I'm finna sit through an hour of this now, but I'm getting paid for it now. This time, when I actually have to listen to your miserable ass, you lying motherfucker, you sitting there looking like the black Chucky doll. You goddamn it, I'm getting paid for it at least. This is narcissism at its finest.
Okay, give me 1 second.
This is the investigation team for that check. So y'all
We don't give a fuck.
Recorded for quality assurance.
I know. I see he got one thing that he said don't give her no attention, and he was done.
Good afternoon, Dollar Bank. Yvette speaking.
Yvette, is this the security department in Cleveland?
It is not. No, ma'am. This is the call center.
Okay, can you connect me?
How can I help you?
I need to get to the investigation office for Dollar Bank in Cleveland, Ohio. And then the individual that I need to talk to is Debbie.
Okay, what's your name?
Man,
my name is Mary Ann Lorian.
they just told you, Debbie. My nigga just told you Debbie wasn't available, bitch. Didn't bruh just tell her, didn't the last paid actor just tell her Debbie wasn't available?
Lorient.
I'm sorry, Lorant?
No, Lorient.
Now keep in mind, she's doing a video where she's spelling her name out slow as a motherfucker. But when it came to that goddamn check, she had her name covered up. Why?
Okay. And did Debbie call you, Miss Marianne?
Yes, she certainly did.
Okay.
She instructed me to call the local branch to verify that she works in security for Dollar Bank. She was checking on a check for me from 2025 for $6,600, and I want to follow up with a personal thank you.
She was checking on a check for me, but did she give you any answers? What the fuck are you thanking her for if you didn't get any answers? And she wanted to follow up with a thank you.
For her swift help.
For her swift help. Because she left a message. Because she left a message saying they will be able to help you here with this issue. That's swift help. Yeah, this lady had to have like graduated honors resource. She definitely rode the short bus to Haiti or whatever the fuck they was using. Did she grow up over here or did she grow up in Haiti?
Sorry, let me see if Debbie is available. Hold on one moment, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, eclectic lady. Not to discuss that thank you for sending over the paperwork showing that I did in fact get a check that was issued from you all in 2025 from Umar Johnson, who wasn't a resident of the thing. Nikki Nicole, yeah, she CDC, she resource, honors resource, the valedictorian.
We're gonna go step by step, family. My character was assassinated, so y'all could at least give me that little grace. I'm not mad with anybody. I'm going to extend grace to everyone.
We ain't giving you no more grace, man. We want paperwork, or you need to shut your turtle looking ass up. We not gonna take too many more of these videos where you lie like you got receipts and you don't show shit. You fooled us this time. We ain't gonna keep going for this shit.
Everyone, the grace that wasn't extended to me. Okay. And then after this, there's a lot. I'm gonna give y'all a lot to do. I hope y'all got your pen and pad.
She can't play no police games. She put this shit on the internet.
Now, keep in mind, this call was Wednesday. Leonard went live on Thursday.
Who the fuck is Leonard?
Hello?
How you and this man have a rapport that was your family? Your heart is hurt that he threw you under the bus, but you don't even know this nigga name. Who the fuck is Leonard?
Debbie, this is Barry Ann Lorian. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you.
Is she leaving a message to Debbie?
Jot that down. Hello? Debbie, this is Barry Ann Lorian. How are you? Hello? Debbie.
Dollar Bank Security, this is Debbie.
This is Barry Ann Lorian. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the
Damn, she forgot the script, didn't it?
68,600. Oh, no problem.
She forgot the script. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. She got two phones, by the way.
I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up.
What is she typing? Or what is she fiddling with?
Jot that down. Hello? Debbie, this is Barry Ann Lorian. How are you? I was just calling to say.
What is she doing? The phone was already on speaking shit. What the fuck is she typing and doing?
Thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the 68,600. Oh, no problem. Okay, Debbie. I know you're very busy, but my mother brought me up to follow it to thank you. You were swift, you were kind, and I appreciate that.
Why didn't you do this when she followed up with you? When the lady was on the phone following up with you, why in the fuck didn't you tell her, thank you, you're fast, you were swift, and all this other bullshit? Why are you saying it now? Scorpio mama, it's a 3 in my name. I don't that'll send it to somebody else. It's a 3. It is a 3 in Trey. Yeah, I don't. This is a receipt for the slow and naive.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Debbie. Have a lovely day. All right, before we show
Debbie, what did Debbie help you do? Did Debbie send you paperwork? Did Debbie send you any proof of the long sharks? Not loan, long. Did Debbie send you proof of that? If not, who gives a fuck?
show the check.
I don't know what any of us would thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just as mind bogged as y'all. I know that's not right. Mind bogged. I'm just as baffled as y'all. I don't know what the fuck we were supposed to take out of this phone call. What were we supposed to hear in this phone call to be like, yep, she got a check? What? You call somebody to say thank you, bitch, and it took you 9 minutes to call and tell somebody thank you. And we don't know what the fuck they did for you. What did they do? Thank you for the $5 cash app. I just don't understand what the fuck we were supposed to glean from this goddamn phone call. Okay. Lennon, I'm gonna watch your reaction to this jet too. I'm comparing reactions to see maybe do I need to have a softer side and get this old bitch more grace. But I'm gonna say now because you giving her grace is how we got her. I ain't holding it against you because you apologized and all this forgiving. But still, nigga, I got to compare your method of reviewing this bullshit versus mine. Thank you for the $5 cash app.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Yeah, I don't know none of us will ever know what the point. It was a deflection at its finest. It was to distract us, I guess. It was sleight of hand.
Email. He wants to settle. I'm going to address that check that went around. Be patient. Y'all going to give me this. I deserve that. My character was assassinated. I deserve that.
Now, she talking, this is pre-recorded, but she talking like she live, talking about y'all going to give me this. Be patient. Like she knew 9 minutes in, we were going to be like, bitch, where the receipts? She wants to pontificate about nothing. Nothing, I say.
Receive an email. He's tired of going back and forth with you. He doesn't want to bicker. I don't have my laptop. I should read it word for word. My laptop.
Going back and forth with you about what? This nigga ain't said your name. The last time he had mention of you was when y'all was actually shooting the movie. When was y'all bickering and going back and forth, Timmy, that he would want to settle with you?
Be patient. Y'all gonna give me this. I deserve that. My character.
No, you don't, bitch. We don't deserve to hear more lies sitting here looking like Cat Williams. Y'all know she looked like Cat Williams after that little boy whooped his ass. Y'all deserve this. Man, look.
Was assassinated. I deserve that. I received an email. He's tired of going back and forth with you.
Okay, let's get this set of circumstances together. Bam! She received an email. We don't want to beef no more. We don't even want to beef no more. They don't want to beef no more. Okay, cool. He got the email.
He doesn't want to.
That bitch got on the Dora Explorer wig.
Bicker. I don't have my laptop. I should read it word for word. My laptop's over there. He doesn't want to.
I got the email. I should reach for it and read it, but I don't feel like getting up. You know what could prove all of this shit? The email. And shout out to Trip C's and Rimrock TV and them over there. I heard it over there first. Why in the fuck didn't Lennon just ask for the email thread? That could have we got an email thread from his lawyers to you saying, we don't want to argue no more. We want to settle. That's cool. That's enough proof for me. If they reached out to say they were going to settle, cool. I don't even give a damn if you got the shit. They at least reached out to you to settle. That email there, fuck that. That lady is 48. She ain't elderly. I am 43. I'm not elderly. This bitch ain't 50 yet. She just a hard-looking 48. The hell no, this ain't no see, hell no. And she ain't she. How old is Lennon? Yeah, people have said, I've heard somebody say this bitch lying about her age. I have heard that. But she say she on paper, I think she 48.
Bicker. He wants to sit down for a settlement. Are you open to that? I'm like, oh, he's joked. I said, I'm open to it. They're like, wonderful. In the email, there was the date, the place. There's no cash offer. So I hung up with them.
They sent the email, but you hung up with them. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to when she called them.
He wants to sit down for a settlement. Assassinated. I deserve that. I received an email. He's tired of going back and forth with you. He doesn't want to bicker. I don't have my laptop. I should read it word for word. My laptop's over there. He doesn't want to bicker. He wants to sit down for a settlement. Are you open to that? I'm like, oh, he's Joe. I said, I'm open to it. They're like, wonderful. And the email, there was the date, the place. There was no cash offer. So I hung up with them.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I just had to go back to make sure I wasn't crazy as the fuck. This bitch says she is having correspond. She has an email. It says he don't want to go back and forth. So she's saying that they're having correspondence through the email, that according to her. She said, because she said she got the email. It's saying he don't want to bicker no more. He want to settle. Do you want to meet? And she was like, yeah, I'm open to meeting. And she said in the email, it had the date, place, and time, which if she hadn't talked to these people on the phone, I don't know how I would have had a date, place, and time. But she said that she was doing this with an email, and then she hung up. So before you called them, before they knew that you received the email, they already had a date, place, and time in there. All right, cool. So she hung up.
I called my lawyer. Oh, she flexed.
Hung up
I'm
on
not
the
flexing.
email.
Just like some of you pay car insurance. The date, the place, there's no cash offer. So I hung up with them. I called my lawyer. Oh, she flexing. I'm not flexing. Just like some of you pay car insurance. She
flexing. Girl, you ain't shooting no movies like that where you got no motherfucking legal attorney, no copyright attorney. You girl, stop.
You pay your cable because of the nature of what
you don't even know how to upload a video on YouTube, ma'am. Shut the fuck up.
I do. I have an attorney. Every month I pay a little fee. If something goes.
Hey, guys. No, let me ask you smart people in the chat a question, family. If you give your lawyer some money every month, whether or not you use them, what is that called? What is that called, ladies and gentlemen? But because you pay them every month, no, not prepaid legal, but because you paid them every month, when some shit happened, there you go, Alice in Wonderland. There you go, y'all getting it. Yes. It's a retainer. It's a retainer. When you pay these folk money, you pay their fee monthly. Now, what she described is prepaid legal, but if you're talking about somebody like a Tyler Perry or somebody, he pay money every month to a lawyer that's on retainer. And when he need them motherfuckers, he got so much credit built up, he fine. But they know that he got so much credit built up, they gonna charge that nigga $200 per copy and shit of that nature. They gonna milk all the money that he's paid them on retainer up before they get to trial.
Just like some of you pay car insurance, you pay your cable. Because of the nature of what I do, I have an attorney. Every month I pay a little fee. If something goes south.
This lady done put 2 movies out. Now all of a sudden she's Spike Lee.
Something don't go right because I'm a paying client. I don't have to be looking for a lawyer trying to pay some retainer fee. I'm already an existing client.
Yes, there's Franklin
that service comes speedy to me. I call my lawyer. What's up, Marianne? I say, hey, I got this email. They want to sit down. They want to negotiate. There's a time. There's a date. And she goes, forward me the email. Do not respond. I said, well, I already said yes, but I'm going to forward you the email.
Why did she do?
Because I've been barking. I want my donation money.
Why she ain't call her lawyer to clear this shit up? I'm just saying, why you didn't call your attorney that went with you to this meeting? You couldn't call or email her. Why in the fuck did you call Debbie, bitch? I'm just saying, all of this shit that us logical thinking people would have done, he did not do at all.
Because there's no school. She's like, okay, forward me the email.
Okay, so he wanted to settle with her because she been barking about her donations. She gave two donations that was nowhere near $6,000 to $8,000, and he want to settle with her. But again, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm gonna spend $6,000 to $8,000 to shut somebody the fuck up, would it be Lennon Honor or would it be Mary Ann Lorient, somebody who just popped up on the scene, or the nigga who been the thorn in my ass for the past 10 years? I'm just saying, if I'm gonna try to buy somebody off, it's gonna be my biggest op, not this bitch who promoted me by putting my movie out.
Email. Do not respond. I said, well, I already said yes, but I'm gonna forward you the email. I said, I want my money.
Your lawyer told you, don't respond. You said I already told him yes. I'm gonna forward you the email. Why you didn't forward the email to Lenny? And why you didn't get your black ass up and go get, you got two motherfucking phones in front of you, bitch. Why you didn't pull the emails up on the phone? We ain't gotta go to your laptop. You see how she play with our intelligence? Everybody got email on their phone too. If you got a computer, cool. But you also got it on your phone because you be on the go more than you be at home. She got two phones. She just used the phone to call Debbie, but she couldn't go to her email and show us where she forwarded the email correspondence from her lawyer and Umar's lawyers. Because Umar ain't said nothing. This Umar's attorney's reaching out on his behalf. Well, Umar could have just reached out to her and said, hey, bitch, here goes some money for your pain and suffering and therapy. It was for therapy and pain and suffering. Now it's, I'm making noise with this, where the school at. No. How was she making noise? How is she any different? So she's saying she was making more noise than people who have been asking where the school at for years. Actual content creators. That she was making more noise than them, that Umar reached out to them. All right, cool.
Because I've been barking, I want my donation money. Because there's no, and she goes, forward me the email. Do not respond. I said, well, I already said yes, but I'm gonna forward you the email. I said, I want my money. Because I've been barking, I want my donation money, because there's no school. She's like, okay, forward me the email, and I will follow up, and I will ask them, until we have this meeting, to communicate directly with me. Okay. That was the letter. That was the email. The following day, I got a certified letter. You have to.
So, and she hung up on the email. And then she called her lawyer and she forwarded her lawyer the email. Now, how convenient is it? Now, keep in mind, she just, I got to cut this off and I got to play it back. It's not because of y'all's intelligence and nothing. It's because these bitches be lying. It don't matter how old they are, how innocent they are, how sweet they are. These hoes will lie to fuck your shit up. Now let's listen to this last statement very closely.
Okay. That was the letter. That was the email. The following day, I got a certified.
Oh wait, no, I gotta cut it back. Listen to what her lawyer says to her. The last words her lawyer says.
No school. She's like, okay, forward me the email, and I will follow up, and I will ask them, until we have this meeting, to communicate directly with me.
Okay. So if the lawyer did her job, she said, her lawyer said, forward me the email. I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to let them know until we have this meeting, deal directly with me. And then they disobey the attorney. They said, fuck what your attorney talking about. We gonna send you a certified check the next day. The next day, they mailed her a certified check.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see what y'all saying, because I'm on a different screen. They bypassed her lawyer and dealt with her.
Okay. That was the letter. I mean, that was the email. The following.
So she hung up on the email. Keep that in mind. She ain't been on the phone with nobody. I don't even think, unless she's been on the phone with her lawyer. But all of the correspondence she had with these people saying, yes, I want to meet and all of that shit, that was via email. She said she hung up on them. All right, cool. And the next day, after getting the email and saying, I'm going to talk to y'all, and your lawyer said, hey, y'all need to deal with me. We cool with the meeting, deal with me. They sent you a certified letter instead of sending it to your attorney. Like if you have counsel and your counsel says deal with me, like they're breaking all type of ethics by going behind your counsel's back and talking to you, sending you a check.
Day, I got a certified letter. You have to sign for it. You got to sign for it.
You heard me say that over here, ma'am. I know you watch because you can't stop. You can't not. I'm tagging you just like you can't not read the comment section. That's why you cut the motherfuckers out. You cut the comment section out for every post it look like. Nigga can't say nothing over there. We just got to watch. That's cowardly, ma'am. Activists.
And the letter, they're like, your attorney. Now, let me back up. I got to.
They sent her a certified check and a letter.
Go slow because I'm going to lose nobody. My attorney did follow up before the day was over. Hey, all is confirmed. We're going to meet them to see what they're talking about.
The lawyer confirmed with them and said we're going to meet, and then they sent you a check. But still, why wouldn't they send the check to the lawyer instead of you? She lied for the clout.
About to see if you like the negotiation. Fine. So that's done. I didn't share that. What's going on with the phone? I hope it's not dying on me. I didn't share that with anyone. When I got that certified letter, the certified letter said, got your attorney response.
Was it a certified letter or a certified check? One is a certified check, then it's a certified letter. Talking about we got the meeting set up.
Let me back up. I got to go slow. I mean, that was the email. The following day, I got a certified letter. You have to sign for it.
She got a certified letter.
You got to sign for it.
My bad, old bitch. I don't want to misrepresent you. So you got a certified letter. I think I said check. My bad. That's why I went back to make sure I ain't fucking up.
The letter, they're like, your attorney. Now, let me back up. I got to go slow because I'm going to lose nobody. My attorney did follow up before the day was over. Hey, all is confirmed. We're going to meet them to see what they're talking about, to see if you like the negotiation. Fine. So that's done. I didn't share that. What's going on with the phone? I hope it's not dying on me. I didn't share that with anyone. When I got that certified letter, the certified letter said, got your attorney response. We look forward to sitting down with you. Hope both parties could come to an agreement. You will find
an agreement about what though? This nigga didn't owe you no money. You didn't owe him none. There was no legal proceedings going on between y'all. You had been on YouTube for 3 months, ma'am.
Find an offer check. That's that check I sent to Leonard. Follow me, fam. Follow me, fam.
Leonard. So that fake ass check that said this is not a real check is what she sent to Lennon, but that didn't come in the mail. She got a letter in the mail talking about when they was gonna meet and hopefully they could come up with a settlement. They wouldn't have just sent you no check with a figure on it and say, hopefully y'all could come up with a settlement, because hell, the figure on the check is the goddamn offer.
An offer check. Got your attorney response. We look forward to sitting down with you. Hope both parties could come to an agreement. You will find an offer check. That's that.
Okay, so the certified letter, okay, we're getting there. The certified letter contained an offer check. And the offer check is what you settled for, though. You said you sent Leonard, whoever the fuck Leonard is. Boy, you look like Cicely Tyson. You sent Leonard the offer check. And the offer check just so happened to be how much money you did you even negotiate, bitch, or did you just say yes?
That check I sent to Leonard. Follow me, fam. Follow me, fam. And I'm like, okay. I read the thing, the check's in there. I didn't call the attorney. I got excited. Leonard's my boy. I said, I called him. We had a conversation. I said, man, he's settling.
Lennon said he only talked to her on Facebook. So unless she had that, and last night he said he ain't had no conversations with like that. He said it was about receipts. I don't. He said trying to help her get her channel off the ground. Y'all got to go in there. That's why I said he said it in his live, but I just don't know where it is. And as y'all see, it's 6 hours. But this was before he heard this, because he was live while this was going on. But he had kept hearing her say how they had such a relationship. He had to respond to that. But she called in. She didn't call the lawyer when the settlement check came with the when the settlement your lawyer said, all right, we're gonna holler at him. And the lawyer said, all right, we got the shit set up. Then the next day, certified letter comes with a offer, a settlement offer, not even a check, because she trying to say it's a settlement offer or whatever the fuck. And instead of calling your lawyer, you call Lennon.
I got a check. We're going to sit with them. They want me to sign some paper. He want P. I was elated. Mr. Honor was elated. We were on the phone for like 10 minutes. He's the first person I told about this check. Follow me. Conversation's over. Now,
where the fuck are we following you to, bitch? It seems like you leading us in a circle. All this following, and you still ain't showed shit.
Conversation over. Leonard know this check is it. And then end the conversation. And then on his show, when I explode, I said, Mr. Honor, this is the weirdest looking check. Yo, I'm not even gonna put this check in my account. I shared this with Honor. And Honor confirmed it on his.
So you're still saying that was the check you cashed, though. No matter how weird looking it was, that's the one that you said you cashed. And then again, you having this conversation with a YouTuber named Leonard instead of your damn attorney who you claim you pay money to have these conversations with.
I'm gonna put this in my account. I don't trust Umar as far as I can throw him. I'm gonna open an account and deposit.
Well, why would they send you that before? Why would they send you that before y'all sat down? The whole purpose of y'all sitting down to meet was to come up with a settlement offer. They don't know how much money you wanted. So why the fuck would they just throw out that huge number? $68,000 ain't no light piece of change. Bitch, you may have only wanted 10K. So why would they come out with 6 to 8,000? Just off top. That 6 to 8,000, that like what the fuck? That's Alpha County, like who? That just straight up. That 6 to 800. Where the fuck did that figure come from?
This check. Okay? That's what I told him. That's what I told him. Hold on, family. Y'all gonna be patient with me.
Shout out to the
Y'all gonna be
111
patient with me,
people
but
on
we're not doing
Pettigo.
this in the YouTube street. Okay? Now look at this. So I'm gonna read it. I don't have no fancy slide. Here we go.
Like, wait, so you mean to tell me instead of showing us proof of this motherfucking check, she's showing us comments from Lennon chat that hurt her feelings? Girl, fuck them comments. Where is the check? Where is the proof?
Regardless, if he paid her, she still sent you a fake check to post publicly. Laugh, the LMO, that's laugh my ass off, I believe that means.
I need to roll
That
the
makes
blunt.
her
I don't feel like
question. That makes me question her integrity. Y'all gonna give me this today because we're not doing this in these YouTube streets. Okay, we're not. That we're not gonna do.
On a winter day.
After Mr. Leonard and I talked, this wasn't a verbal. This wasn't text. Can you send me a screenshot of the check?
This is after, hold up. You talk, wait, you, this wasn't verbal, this wasn't text, what?
After Mr. Leonard and I talked, this wasn't a
man. Who the fuck are you, bitch? Are you in the are you in the lunchroom at the nursing home, bitch? Who watching scary movies in the middle of the day? The TV just got loud in the bitch. Oh, but I forgot she holding the phone too. So I don't know if this is in the recording or if this her holding the phone or the screen that she recorded.
After Mr. Leonard and I talked, this wasn't a verbal. This wasn't text. Can you send me a screenshot of the check? Back and front. That's in text. You're fair, Mr. Leonard. You're fair. You need to come out here and address this. So, oh, you sent him a fake. You try to destroy his channel.
You did, ma'am. You did send him a fake check, bitch. You still saying that that's the check that came in the mail. But then, like, you lied there too, because you said the check came in the mail, but then you turned around and said, Umar gave you that check at the meeting. It can't be both, bitch. So either way it go, you still lying. Muppet baby looking ass, bitch. It look like you ain't got no side teeth. Nigga can just stick. I could do the Spider-Man in your goddamn mouth. Ain't no way my thumb and my index finger is supposed to just in there perfectly.
When I got it, what I said, I sent it. I made it.
Damn, what did you do to you got some side teeth? Them just little. You got baby side teeth, don't it? The fuck was you chewing on? You grinded them bitches down like that. You got $6,000 to $8,000, bitch, and you ain't gonna get no veneers.
I sent the check. I gave him the check. I told y'all I gave him the check. I didn't have nothing to lie. I screenshot the front. I screenshot the back. I sent it to Leonard. That's the day.
Who is Leonard? Leonard, would you please stand up, Leonard? Is she talking about the nigga on the Breakfast Club?
The check came. Okay? Mr. Honor had the check. Now, family, this whole thing was a fiasco. He handed.
Lennon, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not doing this for no righteous reason. I'm not at all. I'm doing it Cause this a lying ass bitch. And the people like it. They entertained by it. That's why I'm doing it. That's it. That is just money driven is why I'm doing this shit. And it was a trending topic. It was a trending topic. Yeah, I'm gonna ride the wave until this bitch fizzles out. She did you wrong, my G. She did you wrong. But I'm not doing it because she did you wrong. I did it because she was wrong, not because she did you wrong. Like, this shit is crazy. She actually fucked with two niggas in this situation. She got you and Umar.
Poorly. Now the front and the back check is in your possession. You're a cybersecurity. When we were on the phone, I vocalized.
You in cybersecurity. So you supposed to know this shit before me. Bitch, you do know cybersecurity does with internet shit, right? You gave this nigga a check that you said was a physical thing. It ain't. There was no cybersecurity involved in the picture that you took, unless we talking about the text messages with cyber. But that's kind of like mobile. That's not necessarily cyber, the intranet. But what in the blue hell does his cybersecurity background have to do with you being a lying motherfucker?
Yo, this check, this is the weirdest check I seen. I don't trust him. I even told you. He confirmed it on his channel. Y'all go back to that when me and him was going back to Mr. Honor. I told you I was uncomfortable. That check's not going in my account. I'm gonna open an account. Stay with me.
So what does it mean that you told him you were uncomfortable with the check? You still said it was cash. Too many people have looked it up and said she ain't got no CNA license. She ain't got no RN license, no LPN license, or no licensing of the sort. They say she the lunch lady or she goddamn it the secretary.
Stay with me. Y'all gonna give me this. Y'all gonna give me this time. Hold on.
Why is she talking like she did this shit live? Y'all gonna give me this time. This bitch is crazy. She pre-playing people saying, show the motherfucking receipts. Because this is the recording. We are watching a recording. She's holding her phone. Her arm ought to be tied as a motherfucker right now.
You guys are gonna give me this time. My girlfriend, she's gonna have to wait. This is important. Okay? My boy.
I ain't buying it. English ain't her sick. I ain't buying that shit.
The check, he
when she types, she add S's and shit. People who English ain't their first language, they suck at writing it and speaking it.
Request a copy, I gave it to him. When me and him on the phone, we were happy, we were elated.
I mean, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Her and Lennon could have had some Facebook Messenger calls. I'm not sure. He mentioned something about their communication. I can't remember if he said they talked or he was just simply messaging her back and forth.
One for the team. And then.
But he made it clear, me and Marianne wasn't cool like that and we ain't talk every day.
During the phone call, I'm like.
See, that's the type of nigga I am, Leonard, Lemonhead Leonard. That's the type of nigga I am. I'm like, what, bitch? I screen record all this shit, content. Cause I'm a different nigga. I do everything for content. Nigga, I break them bitches out. She said I did what? Here we go.
Man, I don't know. I know this check's going about. I thought we're gonna get them on this school thing. It's funny, we're gonna get them on false check. We laugh.
She is repeating the same shit she already said in the last video. Why the fuck do we have to hear this now?
It was good. It was good. Okay? Now, I sent.
Where is your baby daddy? He need to come get your ass.
Him, I sent, so he has this.
Okay, somebody said something. Let me see. I think he said they talked twice on Messenger. Okay, well, I give her the benefit of the doubt. She said she talked to him. But he was like, hell no, like, man, that bitch wasn't cool like that.
Shit. So he had plenty of time to examine this shit. We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna stop right there. Here we go. The following day, I knew we had to go sign this disclosure. I went, I explained step by step. It was,
man, y'all put this shit together fast, from an email to a certified check to the next day. Like, y'all, this process went as quick as the movie that you and Umar shot. 3 days, huh? Because they knew everybody's schedule was going to be available, just like that, to just be able to put some shit together that quick. Cool.
That letter came on a legit head, and then that check, my name, my address, 68,600 is on that check. That check that circulated.
They wouldn't even need your address on that check. They wouldn't need your address at all. They just need your name, ma'am, and the reason for the check.
All over YouTube. When we got
your address is irrelevant.
There, we're sitting in my video. I'm not gonna go bowl to bowl. In my video, I explained the interaction that happened. I said, I was with my attorney. He's there. This is some long shark stuff. I didn't say.
Your lawyer told you this some long. So after your attorneys had correspondence with these people, which you said came on official letterhead, she set it up for y'all to meet. She get there, well, now your lawyer is a he. I thought it was a she at first, but your lawyer get there and your lawyer says this some loan shark stuff. So why would any respectable attorney keep their client in that situation? Be like, nah, this don't look right. Let's go. We can't partake in this, is what any self-respecting attorney would do. Now, if you decided to stay on your own against your attorney's advice, that's something different. But if your attorney recognized that this was some loan shark shit and she still let you sit in there and have this business dealing, she don't give a fuck about you.
That in the video with Leonard, I said, Mr. Honor, this was some long shark stuff. Let me tell you why I came up with this long shark stuff. He's in the letter. I was supposed to bring the letter in that check that's in the letter. That check I screenshot, I sent to Leonard.
Why do they need to bring you a letter that they sent you certified? They produced the letter, so they have a copy of the letter. And why would they need to give you that check before y'all got there? Because say you was like, no, this ain't enough, and y'all agreed on a higher term, then they would have had to have wasted paper on 2 checks.
So when we both sat down, my attorney, now mind you, I didn't share with my attorney, I got this certified letter or the check here, but we're here.
So you go to the meeting with your attorney, and your attorney is unaware that you got a certified letter and a check. But she is aware that y'all set up a meeting. Why would you tell a nigga named Leonard that you got a check and a certified letter, but not tell your attorney who you've been paying this money to all these months in case anything happens? Who wrote this script? Who wrote it? This is some bullshit.
I share with my attorney, I got this certified letter or the check here, but we're here. We're here. So while we were at the table, one said, did you bring that letter that we sent you with the check? I said, yes, I most certainly did. And I said, what check? And he's like, no, I was to give her an offer to see if she was. And I said, what check? Letter that we sent you with the check? I said, yes, I most certainly did. And I said, what check?
Who says what check? That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, this bitch act like she's having a conversation with herself. The man asked you, did you bring the letter in the check? I don't know why you would need to bring the letter in the check, and they emailed you. I just don't understand the redundancy of all this shit. But okay. Where did y'all meet at exactly? Did y'all meet in a old abandoned warehouse on the docks, Pier 51, Hangar 3?
We're here. So while we were at the table, one said, did you bring that letter that we sent you with the check? I said, yes, I most certainly did. And I said, what check? And he's like, no, I was to give her an offer to see if she was okay with it. And I said, well, I'm her attorney. What is the offer? I need to discuss with her to see if my attorney is here for my benefit, to protect me.
Yet you didn't tell your attorney that you got this check or letter. Your attorney, how your attorney gonna protect you and you keeping information away from him or her, you stupid bitch? Just seriously. This don't make Leonard, that's who you need to be tonight. Lemonhead Lenny, you need to be a nigga named Leonard tonight. You need to get on this bitch ass. Nigga, ain't you from Compton or something? What some goddamn well? Boy, if you better get her this work. I'm just saying, you got the last schedule anyway. Ain't no sense to playing with kid gloves with this bitch. She is playing with your pimping. She playing with your pimping, Leonard. She ain't playing with mine. She better not walk her Fraggle Rock looking ass over here. I'ma flame her up. Come up here hollering at me, bitch. I got questions. Yell at me. We'll see how well that goes for you. Tell your nurse friend you is being somebody get her nurse friend and tell her she being sabotaged so she can come on YouTube. Your name tagged in the video, bitch. You see it.
I'm comfortable with the amount because you know what?
I'm comfortable with the amount. At this point, the lawyer still don't know. They sent her a $6,000 to $8,000 check. What?
I didn't care. I was getting something from him. I'm getting my donation money back.
You didn't spend $6,000 to $8,000, bitch.
Getting my that tells me a lot about when I came out. That tells me a lot about her. Look, I donated to FDMG. I did for the period of time $10,000 donation altogether in FDMG. I was gonna get.
So you did two donations, and you said that the most sizable one was the first one. So you said you've given $10,000 in donations to FDMG, and he gave you $6,000 to $8,000 back. Y'all know how many niggas then gave Umar Johnson money over the years? How many of y'all done heard he gave money back? It ain't that many. I think Gideon ran up on him and he still didn't give him his money back. It just that's not a thing he does. So he wanted to settle with her because she gave him $10,000. She went on Lennon's show and started barking a message that Lennon and them has been saying for years. Where the school is. And that's why he wanted to settle with her. Nobody else, just her.
Get my money back. Thank you very much, everybody. And then the rest of the check was for the hardship doing the movie where they were fair, where they felt where he didn't cooperate. I lost money. Stop.
What? The rest of the money, so out of the $6,000 to $8,000, $10,000 was my donation money. And the other $58,000 was because they felt he was difficult on the set. Who the fuck is they? Because did you didn't have a conversation to tell these people what all went through on a goddamn stage? Like what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't believe in demons, but that's that demon trying to escape out of it. That's why she looked crazy. The demon is trying to come out. This does not make any sense. He gave her $58,000 because he was difficult and being unfair on the set. She lost money. That's what happens when you're a movie producer, filmmaker. You lose money.
Stop it. You understand? You understand? So, hand him the letter, hand him with that check. Now, on that check, my name, my address, and that amount.
Why did you have to give them the check back?
A check was given, a live check was given. This is what trouble.
So, hey, now I'm gonna just keep it funky fresh with y'all. We heard her on Lennon's show say the check that Umar gave her is the one that she cashed. We also heard her say it on Ramrock TV that the check that, and she said it multiple times when asked, that the check that she cashed is the one that was given to her. Now that everybody has been pointing it out and all of that, she now has added in a second check. She didn't listen to everybody commentary and all of that good shit. Realized how many times people asked her, was there a second check? And now she has come up with the second check. Because now they took the check back that was in the certified letter. They took that back and then they cut her a live check. A live check. So you still sent Umar, so you still sent Lennon a fake check, bitch. It ain't no getting around it. You sent him a fake check. You never reached out to Lennon and said, oh, they gave me a different check. One that I didn't question. This is diabolical. It ain't confusing, the bitch lying.
This is,
she wants it to be confusing. It don't make no sense. It's not confusing because we understand that it's bullshit. Now she didn't get. Now she handed the check back. The one that said this ain't a real check. She handed that back to him because they needed her to bring that for some odd reason. Even though she saw that motherfucker said this ain't a real check, they needed her to bring that to them, the fake non-real check. They needed her to bring it in. And they swapped it out with them. But initially she said, no, Lennon, the check that I got from Umar, the one that he handed me, he handed it to me. That's the one I sent you, the one he handed me. So initially your story was the live check was the one you sent Lennon. Now that we said the live check was not a real check, oh, they gave me a different one, family. They gave me a different one. Didn't y'all hear me call Debbie? So why did you trust the second check and not the first check?
what troubled me.
You said you weren't going to deposit the first check. They gave you, did the second check look similar to the first one? Because your issue was about the first check, not the live check that they cut you.
On the check, and my attorney pointed that out immediately. The check was a check from Dollar Bank. You understand? This is where Dollar Bank's come in. That's how I opened the video. The check was a check from Dollar Bank. The name was on top. My attorney's like, look, she's signing disclosure. Yes, you guys, she's.
Why does it matter where the bank was? That motherfucker could have came from the Bank of Beverly Hills, bitch. It doesn't matter. They came from Dollar Bank. Nigga, Umar don't live in Ohio, but for some reason he was there to meet you. He popped up in Ohio to have this settlement with you out the fucking blue. But I think if we listen to this story, Umar wasn't there. Initially, Umar was there and handed her the check, and this one, it was just Umar attorneys.
Okay with the amount. His name's not on the check. Now keep in mind, they sent email, they didn't put the amount in the email. They're like, they want to sit down.
Umar name ain't on the check. The amount there, but Umar name ain't on the check. All right.
When they send the letter, we send look at the offer check. They call, and the letter is referred to as offer check. Now these attorneys.
Who looked into the offer check? Because you said you didn't tell your attorney, so it wasn't no we. You didn't say the offer check said nothing about Dollar Bank. You said the live check said Dollar Bank, not the offer check.
The letter, we send look at the offer check. They call, and the letter name's not on the check. Now keep in mind, they send email. They didn't put the amount in the email. They're like, they want to sit down. When they send the letter, we send look at the offer check. They call, and the letter is referred to as offer check. Now these attorneys, listen, that's crooked attorney. Yo, you're gonna pay her some money. We're not comfortable you sending her this check that's not a real check. It was, and I.
Her, what the fuck? We're not comfortable with you sending her a check that's not a real check. So now she's acknowledging that there was a check that wasn't real. Y'all see how this shit is going? But she blaming it on the attorneys. These is Umar attorneys. She calling them crooked, but then at the same time, she's saying the crooked attorneys are telling Umar we not comfortable with sending her a check that's not a real check.
Yo, you're gonna pay her some money. We're not comfortable you sending her this check that's not a real check. It was referred to as offer check.
Y'all, this bitch then blamed it on the attorneys now. She blamed it on Lennon being in cybersecurity to not notice that it was an offer check, even though if she got a different check, she should have updated Lennon. That's his fault. And it's Umar crooked lawyers are sitting there saying in front of Umar with their crooked self, bro, we don't feel comfortable with sending her a fake check that's not a real check. Well, the fake check had already been sent out the day prior. So how the fuck they feeling uncomfortable with it in the meeting? Oh, you old bitch, you.
Now these attorneys, listen, that's crooked attorney. Yo, you're gonna pay her some money. We're not comfortable you sending her this check that's not a real check. It was, and I told Honor, this is the weird. Me and Mr. Honor discussed it. You understand? So when they gave the check, he's like, yo, she's not gonna take this check. As her attorney, I can't let her get up from this table to take this check. His name needs to be somewhere in the check. And the memo.
Again, they didn't cut a live check, and her attorney then told her, "No, she can't take this check. Umar Johnson name needs to be on the check." I thought you said you didn't give a fuck where the money was coming from. So if you didn't give a fuck where the money was coming from, why is it now a requisite that his name be on the check? A check that you didn't even tell your lawyer about the goddamn certified letter of the settlement check. You a hot damn mess, old lady.
Oh, his government name was in the memo. I'm like, that's good enough for me.
His name wasn't on the check, but it was in the memo. Well, ain't the memo on the check? Like, I'm confused. Now I'm confused.
Able to take this check, his name need to be somewhere in the check. And the memo, his government name was in the memo. I'm like, that's good enough for me. I took the check. By the time the meeting was over, it was summertime. It was hot. I think it was the end of August.
Now here she goes setting up the goddamn scene. So y'all was having this meeting in a non-air conditioned place. Okay. Hangar 3, Dock 51 on the pier.
I know it was really warm that day because I had like a navy blue suit and I felt like I was sweating out the suit. I was real warm. By the time we left them, the bank was closed. The bank was closed. And then I'm running to my...
So what time did y'all meet these motherfuckers? 4:30? Because it don't seem like y'all did any negotiations or anything there. So what time was fucking meeting set? Now, according to you, they had already made you a goddamn offer via the certified letter, and you was cool with it. Your lawyer didn't know about it. They asked your lawyer, they asked you, did you have the letter? You was like, yep. They gave it to you. You gave them that. They cut you a live check. Your lawyer was like, I can't let her take this check. His name ain't on it. You was like, well, his name in the memo good enough for me. That didn't take, like, what time did the meeting start? That wasn't shit. Y'all had no negotiations. It don't take a long time to sign no non-disclosures. And as I've been pointing out this whole time, if you signed a non-disclosure in there, bitch, all you've done was talk about this man and disparage him. Part of the reason that he wanted to settle with you is because he wanted peace, but you keep beefing with this nigga. So you, by proxy, broke the non-disclosure. I'm sure the non-disclosure had to say, you not gonna speak on this nigga no more.
My car, when I said, I'm gonna run, me and the lawyer, we're joking. I said, I'm gonna run to the bank. It was closed. The bank was closed. And then I'm running to my car when I said, I'm gonna run, me and the lawyer, we're joking. I said, I'm gonna run to the bank. Knowing Umar, this check gonna bounce. This check gonna bounce. He laughed, running them hills. Okay? This is where I made the video outside that I got upset. He did a little video.
Our lawyer went from female to male.
He did a little video. Somebody screenshotted to me. In my video, I clearly identified, and I shared you guys. Somebody said, are you going to address Marianne Lauren? I'm not speaking on her name. I'm not speaking on her name. And I want to...
He does a lot of irrelevant people like that. You was the one that signed the non-disclosure. If he said he wasn't speaking on your name, why in the fuck would you get upset, you psychopathic bitch?
I talk slow. God, I'm doing a lot. Really now? I want to talk slow so you got to understand. Can you hear me?
She wasn't doing a live. This was pre-recorded. This was not a live.
I'm not speaking on her name. And I want to talk slow. God, I'm doing a live. Really now? I want to talk slow.
You told a lie there. That's a pre-record. There ain't no damn live.
So you got to understand. Give me a minute. I want to...
Unless you did this on members only.
Talk slow so you got to understand. And I got upset. I said, you see how shady he is? We sat down. We signing paper.
How is he shady if somebody asked him or said something about you and he said, agree. I'm not going to speak on her name? Are y'all listening to this delusional bitch? And again, the title of this video is Receipt, Bring the King to Accountability. We 21 minutes in and we ain't got one fucking receipt. Looking like a damn mole.
God, I'm doing a lot. Really now?
Muskrat looking ass bitch. Groundhog looking ass bitch. Roly-poly looking ass bitch.
I want to talk slow so you got to understand. Give me a minute. I want to talk slow so you got to understand. And I got upset. I said, you see how shady he is? We sat down. We signing paper. We agree. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna leave you alone. You're gonna leave me alone. We're gonna move forward. I said, let them know I'm a.
Now listen to what she said Umar did that was shady and a snake.
This is where I made the video outside that I got upset. He did a little video. He did a little video. Somebody screenshotted to me. In my video, I clearly identified it, and I shared you guys. Somebody said, "Or are you gonna address Marianne Lauren?" I'm not speaking on her name. I'm not.
That's what Umar did that was a snake and that made her mad. Somebody asked him, are you going to speak on Mary Ann? And he said, I'm not speaking on her name. And he is a snake for that by saying, I'm not speaking on her. He broke the confidentiality agreement. Boy. Spud McKenzie looking at bitch. I just don't. This is, man, look. That's how Umar snaked her after they sat down. After the settlement, this is how Umar snaked her by saying, I'm not speaking her name. It's fuck Umar, but this bitch is crazy. He didn't do nothing wrong.
Clearly identified it, and I shared you guys. Somebody said, "Or are you gonna address Marianne Lauren?" I'm not speaking on her name. I'm not speaking on her name. And I want to.
I'm on the wrong page. I gotta do my.
I'm tired of you nigga bitches. Shit, goddamn.
You're offended that he didn't speak your name, which is what he agreed to do in the settlement if we to go by your bullshit story. So he didn't break the settlement. He honored it by not speaking your name. He Lennon honored it. And you got mad at him? Y'all let this is the crazy bitch that y'all let in. Anybody that got embarrassed by the actions of this bitch, you deserved it. I ain't holding it against you, but this bitch is crazy. Was this the story she telling back then? Y'all listen to this bitch say, Umar said he wasn't gonna say my name and he violated the non-disclosure by telling somebody that wanted him to talk about me. I ain't saying her name. And y'all continue to platform this bitch. Seriously, I fought all of y'all. It's y'all fault.
Talk slow. God, I'm doing a lot. Really now? I want to talk slow so you guys can understand. Give me a minute. I want to talk slow so you guys can understand. And I got upset. I said, you see how shady he is? We sat down, we signing paper, we agreed. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna leave you alone. You're gonna leave me alone. We're gonna move forward. I said, let them know I'm gonna drop a video. Let them know I'm gonna drop a video. He shouldn't have done that. I'm petty like that. You're gonna be petty. I'm gonna.
He shouldn't have said. This can't be real life. This cannot be real life. I'm finna go live on this nigga because he refused to talk about me. And then oh hell no.
And they had me, oh, she was in a park. No, my property, and I'm not flexing. You know, she's always flexing on YouTube. I'm not flexing. I have a lot of room on my property. I was outside my property. She was so uncomfortable. She knew I was going to lie. If you guys go back to the video, she's there.
Ma'am, that's not your house. She still don't think we know that be the park she be at. And if your house and property is so leave me alone, I'm gonna leave you alone. Umar gonna get paid. She been buying late for butts. If your property is so big, why the fuck you had to go over to your homegirl house when Umar wanted a different scene?
She's rushing me through that video. The bank was already closed.
Why y'all didn't shoot the wedding in your backyard at the goddamn the waterfall?
It was late. It's getting dark. In the video, you could tell the transition. And I'm like, and then.
What the fuck does this have to do with the check, cuckoo bird? We done got so far away from the motherfucking check, it don't make no sense. Now we at why she got mad at Umar.
You know what? I take responsibility too. I'm not just gonna throw this all on him, but he did me wrong. Because in the video, I said, look, I didn't even catch your check. It's still upstairs. I screenshot. So
I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I didn't cash the check. I didn't cash the check. It's still upstairs. But you couldn't have cashed the first check because you know that was the settlement offer. That you said it said settlement offer. So you couldn't have cashed that one. And then you said they gave you a different check. So I'm just trying to figure out. Now she is pop copping, please. She said, man, did her wrong. You take me back, I take you back. Leonard said it's over, bitch. He don't trust nothing you had to say.
Oh, did I elaborate?
The check's still upstairs. You could have been upstairs and said, hey, Leonard, you do know they gave me a whole nother check that don't look as fishy as the first one. Because you told Leonard the first check looked fishy. You ain't say nothing about the second check looking fishy, bitch. So you still withheld information from Lemonhead Leonard. What did you want to try to steal this nigga audience? What was it?
It's YouTube. All
Yeah,
y'all need to know. I got this money. That's all we need to know. That's
Shmoney. That's all she did the shmoney dance. She ain't give a fuck about you coon ass nigga. She got her money. The fuck?
I got this money. I'm getting excited. I do not want to get excited. When I get excited, y'all can't understand me, and we lose the message.
Man, we lost the message 30 minutes ago. Lady, it is a damn shame that I am only 23 minutes into this hour and 17 minutes. I'm not getting through all this shit today. I'm not. I would not in one sitting. I probably come back tonight, but I be drained, bitch. Like you have been so draining. I normally do 2 lives a day. You are so draining. I can't do nothing but the 3 or 4 I do. I can't, ma'am. This is like talking to a badass toddler that just won't stop lying. You need a spanking, bitch.
Okay? All I wanted to know is like, I got this money. That's all. I got this money. So, Mr. Honor.
I got this money. His name was in the memo. Good enough for me. I got this money. That's all I cared about. I got this money. And somehow it's Lennon's fault that you didn't let him know that you got a second check. Even on his show, he said, hey, bitch, was there a second check? You were like, no, what I sent you is what Umar sent me, what he gave me. Now, y'all notice in this meeting, Umar wasn't there. But Umar gave her the check, but he wasn't there at this signing.
That day when we talked.
And the bank wasn't open yet, and it was still upstairs.
Sean said, you need to come up. I'm like, no, we're going to go sign the disclosure.
How did we get back to the disclosure? I thought we had left the meeting and you was running to your car and the bank was closed. How in the fuck do you get back on the phone with Leonard talking about the check that you ain't cashed is still upstairs? You couldn't have cashed the check because, bitch, you had to meet them folk first. See what I'm saying? None of this shit makes sense. You couldn't have cashed the check simply because you hadn't met with the people yet. Because you're saying in this story, Lennon, we got to go sign the disclosures tomorrow. So you couldn't have cashed it.
When everything is done, I'm going to come on the show, tell the family I got paid. The day the check came, that's one day. I screenshot that check to you by request. The day I went to sign it.
By request, motherfucker. It wasn't no by request, bitch. You came on your live and said, I got paid, family. And when I, whatchamacall, I'm going to send it to Leonard. That's what you said. Look at him. I bet you will play the hell out of a slave, like a slave, a cast of a slave, like a cast member. You look like you'd make a good slave. A mammy.
Everything, that's 2 days. And then the following day, I got on your show. That's one day. I screenshot that check to you by request. The day I went to sign everything, that's 2 days. And then the following day, I got on your show. That's 2.5 days. When I got on the show, it was late. It was like, I don't know, he had me on at 8 or 9.
That's 3 days.
p.m. Now, where are we going to ask him for accountability? Yes.
He was doing he done accountability 3 times, and while you snuck this video out, his accountability was there. Nigga, where is your accountability? Bitch, you want everybody else to accept accountability except for you. You have not come out one time and said, I fucked up, I lied, my bad, or nothing. You just keep putting the blame on everybody else. And still ain't showed shit, which further lets us know, bitch, you lied. You ain't came out here and said, this man lied on me. You ain't said that at all.
Marianne, you sent him yes, I sent that check. I never denied I sent that check. I came on this show, I said I sent the check. I kept yes, I sent that check. Well, you need to tell, you can't cash that check. You can't cash that check. Did I elaborate enough? And then, but why'd you? And some people.
Did I elaborate enough? You were deceptive, man. You deceived him. Did I elaborate enough? That's on you. So now she wants y'all to believe that it was all just a verbal misunderstanding. She thinks, look, the look on her face tells you she thinks she got away with it. Meg Griffin looking at her, bitch.
We supported you. Were here. You came blazing. Why'd you do him like that? Let me tell y'all. Now we're gonna talk, family. We're gonna talk. Let me tell you why I came with such aggression on the show. This was Wednesday. Leonard's show was on Thursday. Let me tell you why I came with so much aggression.
What was on? Okay, so you had a whole day. Something happened on Wednesday, and Leonard's show was on Thursday. So you had a day.
Wednesday. Look, I'm new. Just like some of these content creators, they got their ace people who send them video.
On Wednesday, I'm just stuck on something happened Wednesday and Leonard went live on Thursday. So how was she blindsided with the full day? I don't know where the 2 hours came from, but she's saying it's more than 2. I roll with it.
Who sent a message, who sent them everything. I don't know how genuine the ace that I had, but I got ace too. Somebody reached out to me. Somebody said, yo, you so loyal to Lennon. And I said, yeah, he brought me on the scene. That's my brother. Well, so-and-so. And people kept, why you don't want to say this content creator name? You know why I don't want to say his name? Leonard need to say his name. I will not say his name till Leonard says his name. so-and-so is going to cook you and Leonard for that BS check, BS fake check. I'm like, what you talking about? Come on, Marianne, quit playing. I know Leonard.
KKC, I say his name, KKC. Leonard, I see why you went back on your word and say you're gonna flame this bitch up. I'm gonna be tuned in. I can't type. Well, I can type if I go to my other channel, but I'm too prideful for that. So I just listen to your ass. I ain't got shit to say in that no goddamn way. But I will be there. Cuss this bitch out. She's still playing with your name. Like she acting like she hasn't seen your accountability videos. She act like she ain't seen your motherfucking commune post where you apologized as well. She keep asking me, well, he gonna take some accountability when you take some. Room shaker. I see you took the B off and added an L. Use the lady.
Got into your ass about that. So listen, even though I get emotional, I'm someone who moves with strategic. So I'm sitting.
With what? You move with what?
Even though I get emotional, I'm someone who moves with strategic. So I'm sitting.
That Haitian came out right there, didn't it?
Even though I get emotional, I'm someone who moves with strategic. So I'm sitting.
Strategic, whatever the fuck that means. You and Leonard both are strategic. Both of y'all playing chess, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then the person's like, if I were you, I would jump ship because he's going to throw you over. If you let Leonard throw you over, you're never going to recover. If you jump ship, now you're going to take a hit. You're going to take a hit.
If you let Leonard throw you, I can't believe she didn't blame my nigga Leonard. See, let me hear Leonard, see. And I got to point back to you last night, talking about, see, I tried to respect her because she a woman. This bitch don't respect you. She don't respect you at all, my nigga. She keeps blaming this shit on you.
You'll recover, but it ain't going to be on the level like you are now. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take my chance on the shit. This conversation happened on Wednesday. Listen, when I tell you I make moves, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I gave him screenshot. He asked for it. And Mr. Honor need to be honest.
It's his fault he asked for the lie. He didn't ask you to lie to him, bitch. He asked for the check. And you sent him something that wasn't a check. Speaking of which, she is down to 4.42. I think she was at 4.46 or something when we started. But yeah, she had 4.42 subscribers. Keep in tune. The code red was issued last night. I think the code red is going to be reinforced tonight, and we're going to see her ship empty in a minute.
And truthful, he said he's fair. When he asked for that check, that's in text message. Can you send me a copy of that check front and back?
But you didn't send it to him. Nigga, he assumed that was the real check because that's what you told him, dickhead. You told him they gave you a check. You never went back to him and said, they gave me a different check. The check I sent you ain't the final one. You did not say that ever. You just, for 5 months, let that shit linger on until you got caught.
In text. Nah, Mr. Honor, we're not going to do this on the
YouTube
street. We will not do that. You understand?
I don't know where y'all came from, but I'm glad y'all
I didn't just deliberately gave him something. There was no malice here. That's my boy. You asked for it, I gave it to you. If I could rewind and redo it again, there's a lot of things I would do differently. Now wait, guys, like, well, where she's going with all this? Okay, we're following you. Follow me, because I'm coming to you. This was Wednesday, and I knew something was up. I knew something was up.
You knew you lied, bitch. Wednesday, you were aware that niggas was saying you passed a bad check and you act like you didn't hear that shit. But you saying you had a conversation with some goddamn body that was talking about don't let you be thrown off the boat. If you knew something was up about the fake ass check Wednesday, why did he have to reach out to you Thursday and you ignored him? You knew about the shit Wednesday.
I chill. I'm like, that's my boy. I said, 2 days or 3 days. I can't
She
remember.
called Debbie. Building blocks. The only thing we know about the check is she called Debbie to thank Debbie for her swift, accurate, professional help, whatever the fuck that meant.
Okay, I said, Miss Honor, I know there's this content creator that's coming at me. Oh, just ignore. I said, but me and Lene, you brought us both on YouTube. Can you sit down as both of our mentors? Oh, no, I don't get involved in stuff like. He was very dismissive. And I'm like,
nigga, because he don't want that shit on his platform. And he has no interest in being on the phone with y'all while y'all fix personal issues. Why the fuck you mad at him for that? She wanted to be friends with the lady she was trying to copy. And Lenny was like, oh, I ain't getting in there. And she mad.
hey, yeah, Mr. Honor, I think if you come in and just, I'm not asking you to pick side, but just sit with us. He shut it down. I'm like, all right, he's my mentor. He's been on YouTube. He know how to move in these YouTube street. Okay?
He your mentor. This crazy bitch in turn her relationship with Leonard that she's had about 6 months into a mentorship. Yeah, she got up under you, Leonard, for fame, for clout and monetization, and it worked.
Wednesday, I knew Leonard. No, I'm sitting to see. Okay, when is he gonna reach to me? But I'm a type of person. Yo, I make moves. Wednesday, I knew Leonard. No, I'm sitting to see.
So you knew Lennon knew Wednesday. Lennon knew Wednesday. You knew Wednesday. Lennon didn't say nothing to Thursday. But if you knew Lennon knew Wednesday, why did you not reach out to him to address it? And then act like you were upset and blindsided that he spoke about some shit you were aware of the day before. See, this don't make no sense.
Okay, when is he gonna reach to me? But I'm a type of person. Yo, I make moves. Out of sheer panic, I'm like, man, I gotta protect him.
I gotta wait to see when he gonna reach out. And then when he reached out, you had a motherfucking excuse for why you can't respond. Well, you know, I do third shift and I was tired. Third shift is darkness. Wherever your ass ain't tired this morning recording this shit, because that's sunlight. That ain't no lamp. That's the sun shining in. But you be so tired after you sleep tired.
I gotta protect him and I gotta protect myself. I don't have visual of the check. I don't have it.
I got off, I was so tired, but I went to the bank anyway.
When I screenshotted that check was exchanged, I got a level. I don't have that check. I don't have that check. So let me tell y'all what I did. I got in my car. I went to Dollar Bank. I walked in there, and you know what? I wasn't crazy. There was line. There was 1, 2, 3 Taylor. There's people in all line. I'm like, I'm not sitting here in line. Gently. I'm not gonna lie. I said, I need to.
Why the fuck do we give a fuck about how many tellers were there? You're being too descriptive about a bunch of bullshit that still doesn't prove that you got a motherfucking settlement from Umar. That's all we care about.
Speak to the branch manager. I need to speak to a branch manager right now. White folks don't like when voice are elevated. Customers were
I mean, y'all tell Leonard to drop his link so I can hit that motherfucker tonight. If he won't cuss this bitch out, I'll do it for him. Tell him to drop the link.
Tailors are looking, and then hold on, baby. all looking. And then this lady approached me, Cass, I'm the branch manager. Do you want to come to my office? I said, no, I don't need to come in your office. I said, I'm adding pressure. This is me doing technique. I said, last year, 2025,
That's me doing technique. The bank think this bitch crazy. Look, they think she crazy. She came in there talking about, I need to know if loan. We still don't even know how. Well, she claimed the people at this bank told her that it came from loan sharks, but they still allow her to cash it. They do business with loan sharks.
Got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. That's a large number. Please come in my office. I said, wait a minute now. I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me, because I before I leave this branch, I need some answer.
This is what she did after the panel with Leonard. She went to the bank and threatened them and said, y'all gonna have to call the police for me. But she did not go to where's the documentation from Chase and Huntington Bank? You took pictures and shit of your ID and bank card. We gotta believe that's what the fuck that was sitting on the desk. But where is that documentation? Fuck Dollar Bank.
From Dollar Bank for $68,600.
Listen to how crazy this bitch sound. She is unhinged.
All looking. And then this lady approached me, Cass, I'm the branch manager. Do you want to come to my office? I said, no, I don't need to come in your office. I said, I'm adding pressure. This is me doing technique. I said, last year, 2025.
She adding pressure. She applying technique. Whatever the fuck that means. This is 2025, which is only 2 months ago. Just technically.
I got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. That's a large number. Please come in my office. I said, wait a minute now. I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me, because before I leave.
Y'all gonna have to call the police for me for what? The lady told you to come sit down.
2025, I got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. That's a large number. Please come in my office. I said, wait a minute.
She is giving unhinged. She is giving unhinged. This lady, okay, so you say it was $68,000, and the branch manager says, oh, that's the large number. Come in here and have a talk with me. No, bitch. What's gonna happen is y'all gonna have to call the police for me. Why are you yelling? Because she said, come have a conversation with me. Call the police for you for what?
Now, I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me, because before I leave this branch, I need some answer. I need some answer. I said, I'm alarmed because the name on the check, I don't know, but in the memo, I know the name that was in the memo. Did the check? I said, no, the check clear.
So wait. Is this the day after Leonard's live, or is she talking about before she took it to Chase Bank? Because if she did all of this at Dollar Bank talking about I need some answers before I leave, then why not just cash the check there? This bitch threatening bank tellers and shit. I gotta go back to hear this story because I could have sworn she went there to get proof of that after Lennon's live. That's the understanding I was under.
I gotta protect him. I gotta protect him, and I gotta protect myself. I don't have visual of the check. I don't have it. Because when I screenshotted, that check was exchanged. I don't have that check. I don't have that check. So let me tell y'all what I did. I got in my car.
Okay, so this is the next day. This is the next day after Lennon's show, because she ain't got the old check. She screenshotted them. She got in her car. and she told that lady she gonna need answers for a check that she already cashed. The check has already been cashed 5 months ago. What do you need answers about where it came from now? I thought you already knew where it came from. You had did an investigation and it came from Long Sharks, the Long Island Long Sharks.
I went to Dollar Bank. I walk in there, and you know what? I wasn't crazy. There was line.
When you have to say I wasn't crazy, bitch, you was crazy. Oh, look at her. Would y'all trust her around y'all loved ones?
I walk in there, and you know what? I wasn't crazy. There was line. There was 1, 2, 3 Taylor. There's people in all line. I'm like, I'm not sitting here in line. Gently, I'm not gonna lie. I said, I need to speak to the branch manager. I need to speak to a branch manager right now. White folks don't like when voices are elevated. Customers returning, Taylor.
Ma'am, but ma'am, that if we are to believe your version of events, why in the fuck are you upset with Dollar Bank? Why are you yelling that you need to see a branch manager and you the one that fucked up? They didn't do shit wrong. So you in there yelling, and do you think that's normal? The fuck are you yelling for a branch manager for? Was you mad at Lennon? You took it out on them people?
Are looking, and then hold on, baby, are looking, and then this lady approached me, Cass.
Told that baby hold on twice. That baby wants some snacks, bitch. Get your ass up. It's pre-recorded anyway. All you gotta do is push pause, unless you did this on members only, and then made it public.
I'm the branch manager. Do you want to come out? I said, no, I don't need to come in your office. I said, you know, I'm adding pressure. This is me doing technique. I said,
I'm adding pressure. Now this is this is Friday. This is Friday, mind y'all. This is Friday. She adding pressure. She need to know about this check Friday, but she claims she already knew the check came from Long Sharks when she cashed it. But she didn't care.
Last year, 2025, I got.
No, this story definitely didn't happen. It definitely did not. It is false. But we gonna live in the land of cuckoo for a minute.
I got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. Man, that's a large number. Please come in my office. I said, wait a minute now. I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me, because I before I leave this branch, I need some answer. I need some answer. I said, I'm alarmed because the name on the check, I don't know, but
keep in mind, the check has been cashed 5 months ago. She has no proof of the check. And the lady ain't asked her no questions about the check. This lady don't know what the fuck she talking about. I got it. I cashed the check 6 months ago, and now I got questions about it.
in the memo, I know the name that was in the memo. Did the check? I said, no, the check cleared.
I got questions because Umar name was in the memo. So what question do you have?
But I need to know who. Okay, please. I'm trying to work with you. I'm gonna work with you. Come in the office, and when I.
Well, it sounded like this branch manager didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, as she should.
I went in the office. That's when she reached to these security people, explaining the situation. I'm sitting.
You got threw out the bait? Oh no, she talking about the cybersecurity. My bad.
There patiently, and then the Debbie, that woman I just talked to, her boss got on the phone. Her boss got and said, "Look, you know what? I'm gonna have my best agent on this matter. Calm down. I'm glad the check cleared. We're just gonna try to work with you."
Again, she's not a member there. So work with her on how It ain't none of her business where the check came from other than what was on the memo. That's where it came from, bitch. The name that was in the memo. This is stupid. She really thinks that she's going to go into a bank that she's not a member at and get information about a potential customer that is banking there, or has at least spent funds there to get a cashier check.
I don't really know what you want. The check clear. I said, I need to know who.
What do you mean, who? You said you got contacted by Umar Johnson's attorneys, and your attorney then in turn contacted Umar Johnson's attorneys. So that's the who. And you said his name was in the memo, and you said he handed you the check, but then he ain't at the meeting. But that's who. You said it 3 times like Umar.
Money I got. I need to know. It's paid.
Keep in mind, y'all, she told y'all 6 months ago she didn't give a fuck where the money came from. Now that the check has been called out as a fake, she needs to know where the money came from. Long shark or not, bitch, you still spent it. According to you, you deposited it and you took the other 20-some thousand and you dispersed it among victims. Now, I don't know if you mean victims from your movie or victims from the donation scam. I'm confused on that. So, because if you did it for if you did it for your cast members, how come they ain't out here talking about they got some money? And if you gave it for donation survivors, why wouldn't you give it to the cast members? And you said he did them horribly too.
Marianne Lorian. I said, you're going to call the police. I got to protect myself. I'm thinking.
I don't know. Like, this bitch really thinks she writing a movie. This bitch just made herself crazy in the bank. She yelling and shit in the bank for no reason in her made up ass story.
I'm thinking, Meek, listen, when I tell you my stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like,
girl,
look,
fuck you.
In Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you, how do you cash a check? You don't, I'm like.
HIPAA law has nothing to do with bank. I don't, whatever, Umar sector, Cookie Crush chat sector, whatever the fuck y'all want to be called, y'all got to take this L for letting this retarded bitch in. This bitch just said in a conversation about banking information and checks, we got HIPAA law in Ohio. Like, HIPAA law don't exist in all 50 motherfucking states. It just exists in Ohio. And this is the bitch that y'all let tell y'all was an activist. Let's follow me, family. We got HIPAA law when it comes to banking information. I'm trying to see. I guess I'll do 7 more goddamn minutes. That's halfway.
Call the police. I got to protect myself. I'm thinking Honor. I'm thinking Meek. Listen, when I tell you my.
And while she doing all of this, she's thinking about protecting Lennon and protecting her. So let me guess, she gonna follow this up by saying, I was gonna show the proof, but since Lennon made a community post saying he denounced me and I'm a liar, fuck it, I ain't showing shit. Is that how this gonna end? Is that how this gonna end, family?
Stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like, look, in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you.
The bank told her in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. Man. Come on, Thaddeus.
I'm tired of you nigga bitches. Shit, goddamn.
HIPAA law.
How do you cash a check? You don't. We need some answer. They're like,
What? Like that wasn't even a coherent sentence. This how you know she lying. I'm like, how you cash the check? They like he up what? Oompa loompa looking ass.
I said, you're gonna call the police. I gotta protect myself. I'm thinking Honor. I'm thinking Meek. Listen.
Why would the police need to be called? What the fuck is going on in that bank room that the police need to be called?
Listen, when I tell you my stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like, look, in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you. How do you?
I mean, snow bunnies forever, black queens never. She has made me not trust black women at all. I'm done.
Cash a check. You don't. We need some answer. They're like,
what?
I promise you.
What?
Police, I gotta protect myself. I'm thinking Honor. I'm thinking Meek. Listen, when I tell you my stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like, look, in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you. How do you cash a check? You don't.
And they asking her, how do you cash a check? The bank, okay, that makes sense, even though she cut it off. The bank asked her, how in the fuck do you cash a check and you don't know who it came from, but you said his name is in the memo? Even the bank is smart in this. In her story, the bank is smart, but she's the dumb bitch. How does this even work out? Her comments are off because she's a coward and she don't want people calling her the fuck out about these blatant lies. She saw in the chat that she was not getting any sympathy. Everybody was calling her a liar, so she cut this shit off. Oh, it's okay, Catherine's Law. Yes, just like females have male shit come out of them and males follow them. So yeah, it's a balance. Females act masculine nowadays and they got followings. And if I'm doing female shit, whatever that may be, you would be better versed on it than I am because you're a female, but cool. Anything else you got to say? Thanks for typing and acknowledging me. Guess what I'll never do, bitch? Acknowledge you because I ain't know who the fuck you was before you just came in my chat and said something. Thanks for the engagement.
I'm like, we need some answer. They're like, I promise you. This is what he told me. I promise you before the business is there.
I'm not Leonard, bitch. I'm going to cuss you out and let you keep talking because the people going to laugh the more I cuss your stupid ass out. Try me. I got time.
I'm going to have my best agent reach you. I left. This was Wednesday. Don, we're not going to play this type of game. I'm still a mom. In real world. YouTube's not real. Just in case some of y'all didn't realize that. We come on YouTube to get information. We come on YouTube to share our thought. We come on YouTube to be entertained, to have laugh, and then a camaraderie is formed. But once we turn it off, the real world's out there. So I left. I'm getting my kids. We came home. I'm cooking dinner. Now, when I'm home, my phone is not on my hip. It's not on my hip. I set the phone down. I took the dog to her. She called and left that message. And I'm like,
YouTube real enough, you cutting them goddamn comments off. That's how real it is. You don't want to hear the criticism, so you cutting them comments off.
I'm not playing with these people.
And in your real life, if you was so undetached from this shit when you got out of your real life, you would let the comments accumulate because you in real life not paying attention to that shit. But apparently, while you're at your real life, you were looking at the comments so much you had to cut them off. You made a community post saying, could y'all not leave negative comments on the page because you were getting overwhelmed with them bitches. But when you cut this shit, apparently you don't cut it off.
I'm going back to this bank because I ain't got no call. And then the message was there. I called her immediately. I left. I went straight down there.
So Debbie had called you. You was already talking to Debbie boss, but Debbie called you and left a message before you left Dollar Bank.
Took the dog to walk. She called and left that message.
Oh, they're taking dogs to walk.
And I'm like, I'm not playing with these people. I'm going back to this bank because I ain't got no call. And then the message was there. I called her immediately. I left. I went straight down there. I said, you know, Debbie, I don't know what's going on. I got this check. I need you to find this check. Here's my name. Here's my driver's license. Yo, they were on it. They're like, okay.
So where's the proof? Lil Bill, where's the proof?
The check cleared. We can't just, there's HIPAA laws. I understand that. Call her, because before I leave here, I'm calling the police. I got to protect myself. I need to know where this money came from. Because the person name and memo is in question. And I'm like, I'm slapping y'all with a lawsuit.
Keep in mind, she needs to know where the money comes from 6 months later after motherfucker saying she presented Lennon with a fake check. I need to find out where it came from. Money already been spent. Now she cares about where it came from, when initially she said she told her lawyer she don't give a fuck where it came from. Umar's name in the memo was good enough for her. She knows Umar's name was in the memo. She said she told him that. And yet she's still saying, I need to know where the money came from, as if they know where this nigga got the money from to get the cashier's check. As if they asked him, Mr. Johnson, where did you get these funds today to purchase this cashier's check?
I'm calling the police. I got to protect myself. I need to know where this money came from. Because the person name and memo is in question.
And she keep talking about y'all gonna have, she done went back down there for the second time telling them y'all gonna have to call the police. We still don't know why they're going to have to call the police, but she keeps threatening them with a good time. They're gonna have to call the police.
And I'm like, I'm slapping y'all with a law.
Oh, somebody said, can we get 100 likes, please? I don't even know how many likes I get, but yeah, if you hadn't hit the like, hit the like. Thank you. Or hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, or buy an album. Can't do none of the financials, hit the like. If you got a commune wall, share it out.
So cooperate with me, and everybody could be happy.
Cooperate with me, and we could all be happy. Bitch, if you don't get out of my bank.
Step out the office, let me call. They call that woman.
Wait a minute. So they called you, left a message, you hopped down in your car, and nothing was resolved? You went back down and you hurried up to drive down there for nothing to be resolved?
They call that woman. And then she's like, well, she's willing to talk to you. The minute I got on the phone, I recognized the sister. I said, you know what? I'm in these people's bank. You need to come here. You need to come here because I need you to clarify some stuff for me.
Who are these people on the bank? Who she said was she gave the person somebody who the fuck was willing to talk to her? And then when she got on the phone, she recognized this person's voice as a sister and said, I need you to come down. All right, I gotta stop it there. I'm confused as the fuck. At what time? Let me see what time Lemonhead got his live scheduled for. Because I know I probably will. Oh, he got it for 6 p.m. in 5 hours. Okay, so it's just normal time. It's gonna be about 4 hours. Yeah, I give him a 3-hour head start. I'll probably go back live at 9 to see kind of what he said at the beginning of the live and finish her goddamn. Well, I don't know. If he review her shit, I'm there for it. I listen to him and piggyback off of it. Or I'll do half and half. I don't know yet. I hadn't decided. All I know is I'm exhausted. We got a whole bunch of nothing. This live was called Receipts, and we didn't get not a damn one. We got more stories, and we got a voicemail, more stories, and a thank you call. To the next episode, little channel, big voice. We out. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.